Welcome, everyone, to session 1 of Nova Vetus. So today, we find ourselves in a world much like our own, on a planet called Nova Vetus. It's one of many in a large solar system, and from its surface, you can see white planetary rings which stretch across the sky in a long, unending arc. These rings can be seen during any of the planet's 25 hours. Embedded in the rings sits a large, rotating moon, missing an entire hemisphere. A single yellow sun floats just beyond those rings, illuminating them during both the day and the night. These so-called guiding rings provide sailors and travelers with an anchor extending towards the east and west. And above, sending east and west above a massive supercontinent, spanning nearly 15,000 kilometers across. In the north of that continent, a giant glacier covers more than half of the northern hemisphere. The land, which is left exposed, yields a wide range of climates, ranging from desert to tundra to rainforests. For thousands of years, civilization has spent time cutting up the supercontinent into different shapes, imposing their own borders, and each group laying claim to their own corner of the world. For over a decade, a global resource war has been waged. Small independent states that were joined together to form massive countries. Battles were fought in every one of the biomes this world has, and borders were redrawn almost every day. That is, until something peculiar happened. In the north, deep within the undermelt of the Great Glacier, 8 metal plates were found. These plates held secrets previously unknown to the people of this world, and gifted them with an immense power they now call magic. With both steam-powered industry becoming more prevalent and the world's understanding of magic growing, the Great War came to a standstill. Now, nearly 60 years later, the world is strife with Cold War anxieties and silent battles of corporate and state espionage, running stronger than ever. At the center of this political stage, and literally at the center of the world, exists a country known as the Boltarian Empire. In its capital city, the scream of steam whistles. One second.
You have steam whistles?
And the tolling,
Holy moly.
and the tolling of bells echo throughout the streets. However, these whistles both of those signify that it is 10 a.m. These whistles, however, and tolls are almost completely drowned out by the noise of large crowds gathered in nearly every public space of the city. Today is the grand festival of First Rain. And Boltarians all over the Empire and people all over the world are in the midst of celebrating the coming of spring. As such, floral scents permeate through the crowds, only interrupted by the smell of fresh baked pastries or the smoke of various foods on grills. Standing in the city, if we look west, a massive castle perches itself amongst the skyline of a mountain range that is much further off to the west. This castle, the actual Boltar Keep, is the culmination of centuries of additions, repairs, and renovations. No two parts of it look the same, and navigating its many halls and passages is nothing short of a nightmare. In the northern wing of this keep amongst many buildings, we find the few that have been repurposed for use by the Royal University of Arcana. One of these buildings is the College of Melidor and Trees, the School of Conjuration and Transmutation. Its central courtyard is packed to the brim with people from all walks of life, and a central canvas tent covers several professors, postdocs, and students diligently working on a massive arcane circle on the ground. Here is where we meet the first of many characters, and we find the one and only Dr. Emberrock, diligently checking the work of his students. Cubby, would you like to describe your character and what he's currently doing?
Yeah. So you see, he is a very tall, sort of slender man. He has bright, fiery red hair, and his moss green eyes are sort of darting from his book, that leather-bound book that he's holding, to the ground in front of him. He's wearing a three-piece tweed suit under a large robe with periwinkle chevrons going down the sides of his arms. And he seems to be like mumbling things under his breath, kind of pointing at something on his book and then pointing to the ground and like squinting at it, looking again, nodding his head and kind of moving on. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
All right, cool. Great, I'm doing a fantastic job at my job.
As far as you can tell, all the current runes on the table look correct, or on the ground look correct. Stepping under the tent, you see a half-elf man with tan skin and a long curly gray mustache, and even longer, bushier gray eyebrows framing deep honey brown eyes. He has a horseshoe of unkempt curly hair around his head, and the top is completely bald. Covering a well-fitted tweed suit, he's wearing his professional or professorial gown, like yours, with periwinkle chevrons in the shoulder. You can smell him before he appears, and it's a scent of sharp poopery and rich bourbon. And he walks over to you looking at your clipboard, and says, "Sounds like everything at the sister side is ready. How things get along, Colvis?"
Well, it looks like we're pretty much done here. All the symbols look correct, so I think we're good to start anytime.
Perfect. I'm gonna double read this speech, and then we'll get started. We'll probably want to take down the tent at some point too. So whenever you're wrapped up,
all right, I will.
Done.
I will get some hands on that.
He nods and pulls out the paper that he has in his pocket and starts kind of mouthing the words to himself, and kind of stands near a wooden stage that was next to the tent. We zoom out, like the GTA zoom out, and find ourselves across the world, on the eastern edge of the supercontinent, where a massive desert leads into the western side of the Rainier Mountains in the kingdom of Storena. Between the mountains and the eastern ocean sits a tiered city known as Dromire. The morning sun shining bright on its lower levels and burning off a thick fog that normally permeates the area. Like in Boltar Keep, the streets are abnormally filled with citizens joining in for the celebration of the grand festival of First Rain. In the mid-tiers, so a few tiers up, an impromptu flower parade sits halted, continuously gaining size as the celebration attempts to march into the upper tiers of the city. However, an impossibly large metal gate, which separates most of the tiers of the city, is closed. They are normally open. Rumors of the gate being purposefully closed circle throughout the crowd, but atop the metal and concrete structure, which houses the gate, engineer crews tell a different story of a failed hydraulic system preventing the gate from opening. Just beyond that gate, a large marble building protruding slightly from the facade of the mountain has its wooden doors wide open, and large banners advertising, in quotes, a magical demonstration are pinned across most of the windows. This is the House of Parliament, the governing arm of the Sturanian monarchy. The hall is extremely ornate, with paintings depicting previous prime ministers, previous monarchs, and other important socialites hanging from almost every available surface. Inside one of its chambers, it's large and circular, and where the demonstration is set to take place, it's filled with treasures of unimaginable wealth, gold sculptures, exquisite paintings, and various culturally important articles sit on top of marble pillars or pedestals, topped with crystal glass cloches. In the center, a similar magic circle to the one that we saw in Boltar Keep is being prepared, surrounded by a ring of red velvet rope. Much like the city, the circular hall is also tiered, with a public viewing area and seating kind of filling the upper level. Members of the public have been queuing for hours to get a good spot along this balcony that separates it from the inner sanctum. And Royal Guard are trying their best to keep things organized, anticipating the literal floodgates opening when the hydraulic gate is fixed. With way less excitement, people of nobility, members of parliament, and invited guests begin to fill the inner sanctum. They start taking part in a myriad of festivities, mingling and drinking, and helping themselves to ridiculously small hors d'oeuvres and micro pastries. Sitting in one of the pillowed reliefs along the wall of the inner sanctum is a woman sitting next to a sign which reads, Groga the Seeing. She's just about to privately draw some cards from a tarot deck before the room is filled with people. Elle, would you please describe your character and what cards she draws?
Yes. Gruga is about 5 foot. She's a tiefling with horns sharp, reaching high up to the sky. Her skin is pale with a greenish hue like lichen grasping to the life of a decaying log. Her hair is wild, loosely curly, and long with rivers of streaks of silver gray throughout. Her eyes are distant, pale, milky white, like the dead she listens for. Tattoos of scrolling long script, like erratic runes, cover her face and every visible shred of skin. She's wearing a green coat that also lays kind of like a cape with embellishments of black lace and tassels. She has baubles of random small trinkets that hang from assorted metal chains. Some are bones. She has a staff of dark wood with a circlet of branches. And she's pulling 3 cards. The first card is the moth with eucalyptus, an ending. The second card is a snail with huckleberry that is reversed, about seeing the invisible. And then the beaver and birch. representing home. So there is an ending happening here that she sees, but there's also something that reminds her of home that she cannot see.
Okay.
And then AJ, this would be when I message you.
Message me.
The different one for the reading.
I noted down which ones
Okay.
you read, so totally fine. All right. Just outside this House of Parliament, in a part of the street that's been closed off for a long queue of motorized carriages, we see a man stepping out of one of these carriages, the door being held by a member of the Royal Guard. Drew, would you please describe your character and what he does as he enters the parliamentary hall?
Well, I'm not very good at describing things, so I'll just give you guys a picture in general. That's a lot easier.
Ooh.
He's a dwarf. He's clean cut.
You're also very quiet, Drew, and I can't turn you up anymore.
I know, what's fucking new? Is it like really crowded?
Not yet. You're showing up a little early.
Okay. I'm pushing my way through to I'm trying not to be like weird about it, but I'm like trying to make my way as fast as I can to that chamber, I guess. That's
Yeah.
about it.
There are people kind of lining the hall who offer to take your coat or any number of amenities are offered that would normally be offered at these events, like small chocolates.
I take a few of those.
Sure. You eventually find yourself in that large open hall. And here, it's not too crowded yet. Some people have already kind of claimed their seats in these pillowed recesses. Others are kind of gathered around some of the museum pieces that are on display. The upper balcony is starting to fill up quite a lot, but you can still see some spots where you can peer through the crowd. And there is just a general hum of noise coming from the balcony that isn't heard on the ground floor. Is there any particular place you would like to go?
Can I
Or-
go upper
I'll be right back in 2 seconds.
There's a
Like, block.
so the upper balcony is for people outside of people outside of nobility or people that don't have invites. So it's more of like a first come first serve type of thing. In order to get up there, you would have to leave and then come back around through the different entrance.
Okay. I'll
Um,
just try to find something to, like, I don't know, get a better view with. 'Cause I'm kinda
Yeah.
short.
No worries. Yeah, there's it is a hall of parliament, right? So there are kind of tiered seats where members of this Congress would find themselves sitting and debating. So you probably would take a seat amongst one of the higher chairs, which is not unusual. Other people are sitting down and moving things around.
All right. I turn my volume up. Is that better?
Yes.
I don't- I
much,
have no
much,
idea.
much, much,
Yeah.
much, 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 much
Thank
better.
goodness. Holy crap.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fantastic.
From here,
Uh,
we'll zoom back out and go back to Boltar Keep, where the crowd in the inner square of Melidoran trees continues to grow. Having just finished a tour of the university's library, we see a man leading a group of people out into this college square. Noah, would you please describe your character and what he does as he's finishing giving this tour?
So he goes by Vinny. He's a young fearbulg. He's like 20-ish years old. He's got a lot of light green skin. He's got some dark spots on him. He's got like a dark spot crawling up his neck and one over his left eye. He has some wild brown hair. A lot of it's like dreaded and kind of like matted still. He's like a big braid going down his back. The clothes that were given to him don't really fit him, so like he's kind of like disheveled looking in general. Um, and yeah, um, I guess as we're finishing up the tour, I come out and I'm like, well, this is the end of the tour. I hope you all get to go enjoy the fair. Don't forget to go see Mr. Amberrock. Uh, he's a really good professor. He's helped me a lot. And I give like 2 thumbs up, and I just kind of like stand in front of everybody and I wait for them to disperse.
Yeah, so coming out of the door from this library, kind of address some people. Most of them, maybe leaving as you're already speaking. As your tour dissipates, you feel something vibrating in your pocket. A familiar something.
Wow, that's
Which
crazy.
pocket would this be in?
Oh, it's my left pocket. I take it out. I take out the stone and I give it a little rubbing.
Yeah, so you take the stone out of your left pocket. You kind of thumb it for a few seconds between your hands. And you get the sense that the demonstration is about to begin. And you should go join the other faculty. Because whatever it is, you want to see.
It's gonna be exciting. I can't wait. I put the stone back in my pocket and I go to join the faculty. Specifically, I try to like wedge myself right next to Dr. Amberrock.
Yeah, I think at this point, Dr. Amberrock would have probably moved off to where the faculty is kind of waiting, and listening for, or looking towards Cornelius Bounds as he's about to walk on stage.
Yeah. I'll probably just like be looking at my book, like studying or the clipboard or whatever I put the runes in, and just like, fuck, did I?
I'll creep up behind him
All
as
correct.
he's looking at the book, and I'll be like, "Hey, sir, the tour's all set."
Ah. Dude, you cannot jump. You cannot just.
I'm sorry. It's natural just to walk quietly.
Yeah, yeah. Tour. Yeah, thank you for doing that. I kind of put you up to the task, and I'm glad you did well. I hope.
I think I did well.
Okay,
I think they all paid attention.
Well, Cornelius is about to start anytime, so we're just waiting, basically. I
Okay.
hope I
Alright.
did everything correctly.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, I was making sure that it'll be fine.
What?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's okay. Don't worry.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You have any liquor?
No.
Okay, then no, you can't.
Sorry, Professor.
It's fine. It's fine.
There's probably a booth set up nearby that has some artisanal
Here,
beers and
I'll see if I can
few
get something.
grogs.
I'll see if I can get something from the fair. How about that?
I'll hand him like a silver.
I take it like a kid in a candy store, and I like not gonna fail you, sir. And I take it from him, and I head ho to go find some fucking alcohol.
All right. So as you start weaving through the crowd to find this alcohol, I'll tell you that the reason why It's kind of going back to what your job was earlier. The reason why the university likes to have guides for visitors is because only a few wrong turns can end you up in the Emperor's backyard, or even worse, in the abandoned jail, just a few floors below Melidor and Trees. And in these halls, which were thought to be abandoned, we hear a muffled conversation and footsteps behind a wooden door. The door swings open, and the voice booms out. I'm the head of Emperor's College, and I gotta have something to show for it. Damned if it is the grand fucking holiday. Listen, I know I'm not your boss anymore, but can you please do your fucking job and bring one of these val-damned lowlifes to my office? You see that figure, or we see that figure, leave back through the door, but the guard remain. He steps into this dark room with multiple cells holding several reprobates. The hum of the crowd above, stomping on the ground, echoing through, gives a break to what would otherwise be a completely silent room. And in one of these cells, we find a man and a woman. Hida and Cass, would you please describe your characters and what they're doing in this moment?
You're in prison?
You want to go first, Cass?
Yeah, go for it. Go first.
Okay. Zook is a tiefling. His horns are smaller than regular. His ears are like elf ears, they're kind of short. And he is a sunset orange kind of guy. His hair is kind of like sea crusted. And he's got side braids that are dyed blue. He's got earrings on. He's got like hoops on one side, and then on the other side, he's got just one hoop full of like feathers, but all of different colors, and they're clearly like cut. His eyes are like a silvery kind of opaque kind of looking thing. And then he's wearing like a traditional Asian shirt. It's like that silk pattern. It's like a deep blue, lots of sea like design stitched into it. He's rocking like a cropped vest kind of thing, very, very piratey. And then on his right arm, he has like a serpent tattooed up it, and then down on his neck, he has like this knife tattooed on the side of his neck that has no handle. It's kind of like a glass knife. But then on his other side, his left arm, his sleeve is ripped. He has flesh, and then it builds down into a prosthetic mechanical arm. And it's like a very, it's kind of like a cast iron steel kind of thing. It's a very interesting kind of metal, kind of rusted. And then he's got pants that he can turn into shorts by like cinching them. And he's got like little tabbies on, but he's just sitting with his back to the wall, head resting on it, looking up at the ceiling.
Quick question.
He's just kind of pondering. What's up?
You said sunset orange, that was the skin, and then you said he dyed 2 braids blue. What's the color of the rest of his hair?
Black.
Okay.
It's very like obsidian black. But
Good question,
crusted,
good
very
question.
sea crusty. Thank you.
Good comms.
I just needed to know. I was like, okay, he's
WComms.
sunset orange. He's got blue braided. What's the rest of his hair?
Yeah.
On the other side of the cell is a sunflower yellow tiefling scowling at him through thin black glasses. She has softly pointed ears. Her horns curl back from the corners of her forehead and end just above her ears. She has short, chopped, dark auburn hair, so with a reddish hue. It's chopped closer to her chin than it is to her shoulders, with a braid on either side in front of her ears at the same length. Her scowl shows that her mouth is full of sharp teeth, and her eyes are a reflective pitch black behind those dark glasses. Her nose is scrunched in disdain and distinctly feline, and a very thin layer of soft fur covers her entire body, from what you can see of it, as she is in a high-necked, structured, double-breasted riding habit and a very, very full black skirt, kind of full of folds and material. Her boots are mid-calf, leather, and are tightly laced with a slight heel. She just looks
And
pissed off.
and do you guys have any immediate reaction to the orders you just heard barked at this guard? This would probably be the first time you've heard other voices than those imprisoned here with you in at least a full day.
You reckon we're going on trial, or what do you think's going to happen to us?
What? Do you think they're coming to get us? Out of here?
Well,
Just in
like
time for
normally
a
how
magic
this,
show?
maybe. I mean, normally how these dance shake out. You sit in here overnight, and then they come kicking the door, and then we're off on a fucking cart. Like this ain't the only stop today.
I highly doubt they're going to let us out of this cage while something so important is going on. But if they open this cage at all, what are you going to do, Duke? Are we making a break for it?
I mean, are you fast? Like, are you quick?
You know the answer to that. I've been faster than you plenty of times.
Okay, all right. Well, okay. I
Sorry.
mean, hey, there it is, right there. As long as we got like a pocket of time, we can go for it. But I mean, we're gonna need like also a window of time where nobody's in here, because I think I got myself a trick.
Well, I wait with bated breath to see it.
Oh, just like every great show and every great story, the twist is yet to come.
And as you guys are conversating, maybe a little hushed, you're interrupted by this guard kind of slamming his gauntlet up against the bars, saying, "Stop fucking talking."
Sir,
All right.
yes, sir.
Kind of peers in a little bit, kind of having to move his mask a little bit to see out of the kind of rectangle cut in his helmet. And he walks to a cell that is kind of nearby. And you hear the movement of a metal mechanism, and then someone being dragged from the cell, screaming, "Wait, wait, 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 wait!" And he drags him out of the room that you're in. And the door shuts behind him.
Hey, that ain't the kind of weight that you go, oh shit, I ain't ready to get into a cart yet.
Yeah, that did not sound good for him. It just, it shows how important it is for us to get out of here.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's not a guard in here anymore now, right?
Nope.
All right.
Are they chained to the wall or no? Are they just free in the
No,
cell?
you're not chained to the wall.
Phil's
Shit.
gonna
Okay.
immediately stand straight up and go to the door and start messing with the lock.
Okay.
Zook will like shimmy himself up the wall. Okay, I just need to warm up. He'll start bouncing, and then he'll start like he'll start like stepping around in a circle like he's about to start breakdancing, and then he's gonna get into a windmill to start like kind of really get his body moving.
Dude,
He's like,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
you just
She's
watch
like,
that door for like 2 more seconds. It's gonna
This
be
guy-
here in any minute now.
Yeah,
Any
you're
minute
right.
now.
It's giving me fucking Mac energy from It's Always Sunny. I just
ahead and
need
roll
to
me,
backflip up this
acrobatics
wall.
check.
All right.
What in the
And I would like a investigation check from Phil.
Okay.
Phil?
Dude, I
Phil?
love
Phil!
Hey, it's your boy
Thank
Phil
you.
here.
Hey, we got another Italian in the game.
Hey, how you doing?
Where's
Okay.
my
12.
investigation?
Yes.
Okay. I'm looking. I'm still looking.
Is it?
Investigation. Do I just click?
Yep.
Oh,
That was almost
Thank
the one. I
God.
saw it spin on that one a couple times.
All right. Zook, you are doing this kind of warm up, but your head still really hurts. Kind of right where you were kind of bludgeoned unconscious. And you kind of feel like as you get your blood moving a little bit, it starts to like pulsate. But you're able to push through the pain nonetheless.
Okay.
And on that 18, with this investigation check, as you are kind of looking at this lock, it's a simple lock, but you would need your tools to use it. And your tools are in a chest, as they would be, across from your cell on the other side of the wall.
In a Skyrim dungeon.
did
All right.
this lock is
Here.
but I
It
need
isn't?
something to get this out.
Well, shit. Okay, I'm ready to do what I was gonna do, but I ain't. Oh, fuck. Oh man. All right.
Give me the horn.
You just need. Yeah, I saw where this was going. Okay, yeah, you can take the pinky.
So Phil's gonna remove the pinky from his arm. Do I need to roll
All right.
anything for it?
We'll pause there with the pinky being removed.
Wait, like from your.
Um,
Wait, I'm sorry. There's a pinky on your arm?
So he has a
Was it
robotic
prosthetic?
hand.
Oh, the
It's
robotic.
entire
Okay, yeah, he's
prosthetic
taking
from,
the
like,
metal
elbow
pinky
down.
off. Okay, on the prosthetic.
Like we were,
I
yeah,
thought, like, I'm gonna remove
No,
the
I'm with
pinky
you,
from
Corey.
his
No,
arm.
no,
I'm
no.
like, what?
What?
I'm with you there, Corey. What the fuck?
Sorry.
No, I got it. That
Oh,
makes
wait, I
sense.
saw
I mean,
the
you guys
visual.
have that as like a thing you, I assume, have done together before. She takes the pinky and uses it as a lockpick. I got it. That's cool. That's cool as fuck.
We'll fly back over to Dromeyer, where the inner sanctum has filled up significantly with nobles. And the upper balcony is completely packed with people waiting for the demonstration to start. Standing by the velvet ropes in the center of the sanctum, kind of passing by maybe, we see two figures. B and Corey, would you like to describe what your characters look like and what they're doing waiting for the demonstration to start?
You may go first.
Okay. I will put a picture in as well.
You guys are gonna, this is crazy. She made this in like 3 days.
Bruh.
Look in the general
Wow.
chat.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
Holy shit.
So, standing with immaculate poise and grace, with her hands placed neatly in front of her, is a 5'9" elven woman. She has almost translucent, pale white skin, and her hair is almost the exact same color. It is deathly white, along with very, very pale lashes and eyebrows. The only hint of color on her face is on her lips and her cheeks and her nose. Everywhere else is completely covered in parchment white drapery, cotton linen cloth that has been meticulously made and hangs off her like a dream. Her long hair has been braided to one side in one long braid that tapers off at the bottom, and she has dark pink, almost verging on the edge of bright red eyes. And from looking at her, she is undoubtedly albino. her over her head, she has a beautiful veil that is covering her face, but you can still see her. On the ends are pearls that have been draped around the bottom of it. And just by looking at her, she is as still as a statue, but her eyes are definitely like roaming around the room quietly, but she does not move. She is essentially a rock, unmoving, but beautifully carved and an immaculate figure.
And standing beside her, almost unable to stand still, kind of like a polar opposite situation, is a 6'2" man, at least in his boots, a human man whose skin is almost sun-kissed from overexposure that has to have happened over a long period of time. In his mid-30s, but the tired eyes and slight wrinkles on his face might suggest that he was older, if you didn't already know. He's got dark brown, messy hair. It is currently tied up in a bun that has no uniformity to it, thrown up quickly underneath a side and back shave that looks like he did it himself with a knife. He's got these two long, slightly wavy strands that sit down the front of his face, and very distinctly golden cat eyes. The only feature that you can see on him that doesn't look innately human. He is wearing a long, like down to his ankles, burgundy trench coat, like overcoat, leather overcoat, with a black vest underneath and a faded white sort of puffy shirt underneath the vest that looks a bit worn. He's got a huge, like way too big for any person who isn't trying to show off, tricorn on his head that he wears, and that's why the knot is far enough back so that it doesn't get in the way of the hat, with a feather that looks like it's gotta be decades old, like worn, ratty, but just sticking out of this tricorn. He has a singular brass chain that disappears underneath the black vest. He wears black leather gloves, and he's got knee-high boots that are riddled with belts and buckles all the way up and down. I would assume I have my weapon on me, AJ?
Yes.
Sheathed to his side is a singular rapier, and he's almost like dancing around her in a way. He's not actually dancing, but sort of just like circling her in a way of being consciously aware, and periodically like stopping to like look at her, nod his head, and then keep moving around as he sees, as we're like now getting crowded in by a ton of people.
All right. So the crowd continues to grow.
Oh, I forgot his facial hair. Sorry, he has a thin but into almost a curly mustache with like the tightest full chin strap to beard goatee combo. It doesn't like hang off his face. It is very clean and tight, but with a curly mustache that comes up that looks a little more noble than his station.
Piggyback off of Corey, I also forgot to say, my guy's only like 5'8". He's built like Nightwing. He's very much a gymnast kind of guy. Sorry.
Yeah, guys, I forgot to say my guy's height too.
I'm a dwarf.
He's a dwarf. Okay,
But
sorry.
I
Continue,
realized
AJ.
it.
I forgot about the facial hair. I was like, oh no, it's very distinct. He has very distinct facial hair.
You're all good. Yeah, so as this crowd continues to grow, you see the people that are within the velvet area that is kind of marked off. They're gathering various papers that were on the ground, making the area look more presentable. You see some of them kind of start to set up this this mannequin on a also kind of like a wooden stage right next to the arcane circle. It just has a blank head and just a maybe wooden bodice, and then no feet, so just a peg that goes down to the stand. On it is a black cloak with a long black hood and kind of lilac or purple chevrons kind of moving across the shoulders.
Are chevrons the thing like
after-
marching band members have on their shoulders? Is that what a chevron
Yeah,
is?
they're
There's like
it's just like a
frilly,
mark.
like oh,
Got
it's just
it.
marks on the
Oh,
arm.
okay.
Okay.
Well, no,
Yeah.
chevrons are the little triangle things.
Yeah, well, yeah,
arrows.
it's
They like stick out.
they're
The stripes.
the shape that they are like those
Yeah.
arrows, so they're kind of pointing up towards.
Oh,
the
okay.
neck.
Like almost like military
But-
ranks, like
Military.
the arrows that get added to the military patches. Okay.
Yeah, just not. They're not as small as a patch.
Yeah.
They're like as big as.
But you
the
said they're
shoulder
purple?
or the arm. Yeah, they're
Okay.
purple, or specifically electric periwinkle.
Okay.
You see them kind of fiddle with the stand a little bit. Maybe the mannequin almost falls over a couple times. Eventually, they kind of back away. A couple people kind of stay within the circle, but the rest take their leave. Is there anything you two would be discussing as time passes here? There are people coming around holding kind of platters with the hors d'oeuvres and pastries, and people handing out little flutes of sparkling wine.
I don't know if I have to be your personal taster or something. I hardly see you eat. But if you're going to sit here and be this statuesque figure amongst all of these nobility, would you like? Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Do you want anything? Are you allowed to eat in front of people that aren't me?
Yes.
Would you like to?
No.
Okay. What about a drink? Just a hold. And if your arm gets
Like a
tired, I
prop?
can hold it for you. Not like a... Don't do that. That's not fair.
Fine.
You don't seem eager enough. Is that a command?
Would you like it to be a command?
Ooh, oh, you're playing devious. Yes.
Then yes.
Okay. And he just immediately turns around and looks for the closest person with a platter and just goes, what? Now, did you want me to hold it or did you want to hold it? I know your hands are so delicate.
She'll roll her eyes and then very gently reach out and take it and
Perfect,
just
because I
hold it.
needed that hand. And he pulls the feather out of his cap and then pulls a tiny little, like, ratty notebook from his vest and then goes, I don't... Normally I have... Hold on. And he puts the notebook in his teeth and then pulls out a little vial of ink, pops a cork off, dabs it ever so lightly, recorks it, puts it away, and puts a single tally on a piece of paper, and then puts the feather back up, puts the notebook away, and readjusts his coat. I don't know what number we're at, but we're getting pretty high.
I'll just glance down at the paper and then back up at him and not say anything. But on the side where he's not, I'll smile ever so slightly.
Don't be like that. I know you love it. And he just like he would engage in continued conversation of, you know, if you were to ask me a few years ago whether, first of all, I would be able to attend one of these things, the answer would be no. And if I did, I would be way up there with all the ants. You would
It doesn't
hate
seem
it up
so
there.
bad.
Oh, you'd hate it up there. So many people trying to talk to you, so many shoulders bumping into shoulders. I bet you half of them are drunk. But that makes them easy targets.
Oh.
I had to make money some way. You have to choose your targets specifically.
I see.
Don't act like you aren't watching every single person who's in a specific vicinity to us. I know how you are. It's been too long. Are you even interested in all of this?
No. I'm only here because father couldn't be.
That'll change someday. The old always die, one way or another.
Oh, she'll shoot him a glance.
That was not a threat! Milady, I would never. He fills my coin purse. Steady source of income is very hard to come by these days. And I get
You're
good
not wrong.
company?
She will laugh at that.
I can't keep adding tallies. There certainly needs to be a delay between when I'm allowed to add another tally, because then you're already in the mood.
All right. So kind of off maybe 20 or 30 feet into the crowd, you hear a kind of excited gasp, and someone saying, "So I should break up with him, right?" Groga, you've just finished giving a reading to one of the nobles.
That's so good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You see, the porcupine is reverse, which means he will continue to prickle you. Who's next?
Right.
You said that was 30 feet away?
About 20
Absolute
or 30
queen.
feet.
Is this way too crowded for us to have picked up on that? Like, way too crowded, way too loud for us to...
In the noble area, it's not like packed.
Okay. Milady, you could have your cards read. Have you ever had your cards read?
No.
Okay, sorry. My bad. I did not mean to poke and prod. Too serious of a question. Would you like to? You don't have to believe in all of it. Plus, she looks crazy.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna glance over at her. And I'm like a hawk, just eyes drifting over her, like up and down.
I look at Soliel and I'm like, oh, you only get that look in your face when you're really interested in something. Shall I escort you, milady, over to the card reader? And he like takes a bow in front of her, almost comically.
She'll very gently, when he leans forward to do the lane, she'll just put a finger under his face, under his chin, and then lift him back up and be like, "Don't do that."
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Then-
I will no longer bow in front of you. I do not know what to do with my body.
And then she'll just nod her head in the general direction of Gruga.
After you, milady.
Okay. She's gonna wander over very slowly and purposefully.
He stays a step or two behind, just keeping a perimeter.
Is there a line, or are they skipping the line and just walking up to the table?
There's maybe, I wouldn't say necessarily a line, but just kind of people who walk up after you ask when people, for people to show up. And so if they kind of present themselves as a particular, next option to choose from.
It's like a crowd and it's a who's next and you're waiting for the first person to be like, me. Kind of thing.
So I think that B, how do you say your character's name?
Salil.
Based on just her appearance alone, that would probably garner Gruga's attention. And so she kind of like crooks her neck like sideways a little, like awkwardly, and like looks with her like big, blind, unseeing, but Gruga the seeing eyes. And she looks at Soleil and goes, Do you want do you want to hear what the spirits have to say?
Gonna slowly cast a glance out of the corner of my eye at Felix. And then
He smirks and then leans in close enough that only you can hear in his ear, like faces side by side, and he goes in a serious tone that hasn't been out loud to everyone else. Milady, if you do so, I will be taking a step back and keeping watch. Don't do anything stupid. I know you won't, but I don't want to have to like cause a scene.
she'll just not say anything, but just look at him.
Understood?
And then, without speaking, I'm assuming you are. Is it like? Are we in like a booth?
It's like a
Like a
table
There's
with
like a
pillows around it.
yeah, so there's like a recess into the wall with kind of like a bench that goes around it, and then a
Yes.
table that's
Okay.
kind of set up right in front of that.
Okay. Then, unspeaking and without taking her eyes off Gruga, she will, like almost, like again. I'm trying to stress. She moves like water, like
She
very slowly pull the
glides.
chair out. Yeah, she's a glider. So she'll like pull the chair out and then sit, and then we'll like cross both of her legs and sit very ladylike across from her and be very still and then not say anything.
So Gruga will just like kind of look at her again, like her head tilts. She looks down at her stack of cards, pulls up one card. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis reverse. What are you being so unchanging about? And she expects an answer.
She will look at her again, just stone faced, no expression. And then will look at her and just be like, "What is your name?"
Gruga.
Gruga. Where do you hail from?
I don't share that kind of information. And like Gruga
Interesting.
is like looking away, but almost seems like she's like trying to hear something. Like she keeps like tilting her head and is like tilting.
I think that she will definitely take a big old mental note of that. And then we'll be like, interesting. You expect me to share things about my life with you?
No, why would I care about the things in your life?
Hmm.
Life? No. The dead are more interesting.
Okay. Now you will see her ever so slightly narrow her eyes at her by like a micro of a millimeter. And she'll be like, pray tell, why?
Well, everything is about balance. And she like holds up this card of that's a dragonflies and pansies. And puts down another card. And she picks up another card. Do you have any devotion?
Boundless.
Which card was that?
The sheep and the blackberry 5.
Yeah, she'll cast a glance over towards where Felix is, and then look back to her and be like, I'm very interested in what kind of responses you would get from people sitting across from you.
Well, most of the time, people are either intrigued or horrified. And she just like her eyes just get like wide and she just looks at you with her frazzled hair and her tattoos. Which are you?
Neither. Just an observer.
Next?
Perfect.
And before the next person walks up, just as that's happening, Drew. What is Dino, right?
Yeah.
What is Dino doing to accomplish his goals that he has set forth for him?
What do I see? Do I need to do? I want to look around. That's all
so-
I can do, honestly.
So just a surface level, you see various nobles wearing all different types of dresses and suits. People that you really haven't surrounded yourself with much. This is kind of the first circle that you've ever been in. Literally a circular room, where you have a chance to meet these people, to brush shoulders with them. The room isn't too crowded. Only a few people, and by few, most of the noble class, were invited to watch this event on the actual ground floor, or the inner sanctum. Above, kind of in this balcony, it is completely packed. People are kind of leaning over the balcony, just trying to get some room, almost to breathe, because it's so kind of squished and packed in. Clearly the guards that were trying to keep things organized outside didn't keep a good job of that once the gates were fixed. To get anything deeper, I would like you to roll me a perception check.
Oh, sure. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do that.
So in your character sheet, I think you just click
Okay, there we go.
on the name.
I'll have to do it on this page now, not the other one.
Yeah.
How do I open my freaking page?
So click on actors on the right, and then under player characters, you should see your name.
Okay, so perception. Normal.
Well, you rolled it privately, so what was it?
10.
10. Okay. You probably stand kind of at one of the kind of chest height tables, or I guess like sternum height tables that are around this area. Would you have taken anything from platters to eat? I mean, you said you took chocolate. Would you have taken more pastries of people walking around? Any drinks that have been served?
Oh, the dice are rolled privately.
Maybe one drink. Am I allowed to smoke in here, like a cigar?
Yes.
Okay.
You see other people smoking out of pipes or cigars.
I'm not going to light it. I'm just going to have it in my mouth.
Sure.
And I'll go around talking to people.
Okay.
You know, how do you do? Stuff like that.
Love it.
Yeah. You definitely get a few kind of looks like up and down. Just in your introduction, these people can pick out that you are not of this social class. Maybe in the rhythm that you speak, or the words that you choose, you do feel kind of a little bit of judgment from people, but you are able to maintain a decent conversation with people and kind of talk enough small talk to kind of fit in, or at least what you feel is fitting in.
Are we saying small talk? Huh?
What was that?
You saying small talk? What the hell?
Yeah, you think I'm small? Sorry.
Sorry.
That was the first thing that came to my mind.
No, I'm with it. I'm fucking with it.
Would you be doing anything specifically to look for the person you're looking for?
No, just walking around, just keeping an eye out. That's about it.
Okay. Before the demonstration starts, you would similarly see the people in the center kind of clean up their work, kind of dust off any leftover chalk that's been, kind of beaded up along where they've been drawing, and setting up this mannequin on a kind of wooden platform. And around that time, you would have also heard this kind of screaming coming off from one of the walls of someone excitingly say, "So I should break up with them." And then, a couple maybe claps after that. At the moment, that is the most exciting part of the inner sanctum. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I don't think so.
All right. We go back to Vinny, who has made his way through the crowd to try and find this grog stand. And you eventually make your way to it, and you see a massive menu. Some things crossed out as they've been sold out, and kegs just kind of stacked at least 5 feet tall. There's James Walker Black Label.
Yeah.
No, keep going.
There's Zri Ona Blueberry White Tea.
You got a Dan Julio?
And a whole assortment of different grogs for sale.
What about one more? What's one more? No, I'm just kidding.
You got Dan Julio, bro. You got Dan Julio tequila.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Sick.
So I guess I'll
you're
go
holding
to-
you're holding the
line?
2 silver piece.
Oh shit.
There's kind of multiple people taking orders. You probably get to the shortest line, and before too long you're being asked what you would like.
Hey there. Jeez. Hey, what would you recommend? Do you have any recommendations?
Well, the Bonnie Walker. It's quite a good seller, especially the Black Label.
You don't say. Well, shoot. I guess I'll get one of those. I think I'll like that. And what was that blueberry one? Did you guys have a blueberry one, or is that crossed off on the menu?
Mr. Zri Ona's Blueberry White Tea.
Can I get one of those too? I think the professor would really like that one.
Sure. She kind of looks down at like a piece of paper.
Oh, do
that is
you got those salted breadsticks? I don't know if they have
Pretzels.
pretzels in this. Yeah, I didn't know.
No, pretzels exist. Yes. Calling them salted breadsticks is really funny.
It's like I didn't want to say a fantasy pretzel. I'm trying to role play.
Right.
Can
So
I get 2 of those? 2 pretzels?
sure. She kind of out from underneath the kind of bar that's here. She kind of brings out the pretzels, puts them down. They're in like a paper bag that says Willow's fancy salted bread.
Nice. I take a bite immediately.
And she goes and grabs 2 mugs from behind her, from like above the kegs, and fills them up, brings them back to you. That'll be a silver piece.
I give her 1 silver. Easy.
She puts it kind of in her apron, like a belly pocket, and wishes you a happy festival.
Nice. I grab both of the drinks with my one hand, and I got my pretzel in the other hand, and then I start making my way back.
Yeah, you don't even grab it just by the handle. You actually just grab both mugs.
Oh, you got giant hands?
Because he's huge fucking hands.
You got giant fucking hands? Okay.
Are my hands that big? Damn.
I think so.
That's crazy.
I mean, Furbolg are giantkin. Like
No,
they
dude,
are, they are
some-
giant
I got
descendants.
I got some fucking
mittens.
mugs.
Yeah.
Really curious how you're able to so dexterously flip through books all day.
I don't.
He keeps
All
long
the
nails
fingers,
so
man, all the
he
fingers.
he
Those
nails the
fingers.
pages instead of fingering the pages. He
That's
scoops
why
a nail
like when
underneath.
people come by me, they see I'm like tattered. I'm flipping through like this tattered fucking book because they think I'm not dexterous at all.
Well, speaking of dexterity, in order to get back to
shit. Oh fuck.
Dr. Amberrock without spilling anything, I
Oh
would like
my
you to
God.
roll me a dexterity check.
Oh boy. Oh, he's a
Hang on, I
clumsy
win these.
guy. Oh
I win
no.
these. No, I win
He
these.
wins this.
Damn.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
I fucking win
Okay,
these.
a dirty 20. Expertly almost.
Still got it, guys.
As if you've been dodging things all your life. You kind of maybe go back to your childhood where you're running through the woods and dodging the trees back and forth. You're able to bring your drinks and the pretzels back to the faculty stand where Dr. Amberrock is sitting.
Hey, Professor, I got us a snack and a drink. I hope you're hungry too. Well, I think you're supposed to like eat it with the drink so you don't get that drunk, but I didn't really get that.
Oh, did you get pretzels?
Yeah, I got pretzels for I got one for each. Mine's just like halfway eaten by the time I got to them.
Oh well. All right. Well, I'll grab the both of them. I'll take one sip and I'll go. That's really fruity.
I knew you'd like that.
Yeah.
I knew it. You seemed like a fruity kind of guy.
He'll just like slow. He'll just. I mean, yeah. I like. Yeah. 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 Okay. Continue just sipping and just like staring. He's like tapping his foot, waiting for something to happen.
What are you so nervous about?
I mean, like, I spent the last year, maybe more. I honestly, time passed so much on this project that if this doesn't succeed today, like we've just wasted a whole year of progress.
But why wouldn't it succeed? Look, you planned it for the last year.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it should succeed. Like, there's nothing. You can only get so far in theory. All right, so.
What happens if it doesn't
practice
succeed?
is where it comes. Plus, we're going like 10,000 kilometers. Like, we were doing acorns in the lab. Like, we're going.
Do you think something bad is going to happen?
No. I just don't think it'll. I'm just afraid it won't work.
Do you want me to help you?
In theory, it should be fine. What do you mean? There's nothing. We've already inscribed the runes. We've done everything. It's just we're waiting now.
All right.
When does it happen?
As you wait, uh, Dr. Emberock, you kind of dart your eyes to Colvis, where he's standing next to this platform that's been set up, the stage.
Wait,
He's
think-
kind of
Who?
seems a
I
little
think you meant
nervous.
Cornelius, 'cause
He's
you
Cornelius
said
or
my name.
Colvis?
oh, my bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Cornelius
Yeah,
Bounds.
Cornelius.
C names.
Corey,
Sorry.
huh?
I was like, he's looking at himself on the stage. What is happening?
Holy shit!
You kind of see him with his pad of paper that he's like written this or scribbled this script onto, and he's like kind of flipping back and forth on the pages, looking very nervous. And then a gnome that you would recognize. His name, Reese H.G. Kier. He's wearing a similar cloak to the ones that you've been wearing, or that you wear. It's just a lot shorter since he's a gnome, naturally.
Kind of fucked up.
And the color of his chevrons are orange.
Why'd you have to say that part?
He is the college of which he is a head of is the one named after him, Kier College. It is the school of enchantment and illusion.
Oh, he's a fucking dork. I say my character's a dork.
Above table, is it that the different colleges have different colored chevrons?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just their school color.
Okay. Oh.
Yes, and I'm wearing
okay.
periwinkle.
Which is also
Electric
being worn in
periwinkle.
Dromir by the
Electric.
people setting things up on that side. Got it.
It's specifically being worn by the mannequin.
Ah, okay. Oh, because you're gonna take place there. I got it. I got it. I got it. I get it. I get what's happening here.
Yeah. So he's Reese Kier. He's the head of Kier College. He kind of walks up to Cornelius, kind of recognizing maybe that he's a little nervous, and you see they exchange some conversation. Reese kind of has to like catch a little rat that he has, a little familiar, that's kind of running around his shoulders excitingly, and then he kind of stuffs it back in a pocket, and he looks back up to what seems like a reassuring, like everything's going to be okay. I would like you to roll me a perception check.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Pressure. It's okay.
You see the two heads of two of the colleges. You kind of look around, maybe thinking that the head of Emperor College should be joining you, but you do not see him. Are members of Emperor's College here with red chevrons kind of sitting next to you. As well as Kira's College. Like there's a whole mix of the different professors and postdocs kind of sitting around you. Only the professors are wearing the professorial gowns, though. You hear a kind of a booming sound come from the center. Cornelius isn't on the stage yet, but he has 1 foot on the steps. You're gonna hear a booming, like clearing of the throat, and you can kind of almost hear a vibrato in that clearing. So you can definitely see or hear that he's very nervous. And those in Dromire hear the same thing. For those looking kind of towards the center, you see on the mannequin appear a mouth. That is it. That's all that's there. just a mouth has formed out of the wooden head, or on the wooden head. And projecting from it, you hear that clearing of a throat and nervously speaking. Greetings, all. And the crowd quiets down, both in Dromire, both of the levels quiet down. And the crowd also quiets down in Boltar. And as we go back to Zook and Pill, you hear the sound above, the hum of people talking and cheering, quiet down. And the room goes silent again, and every noise you make can be heard. What are you guys doing? So Pill just took the... Am I saying your name correctly, by the way?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not Phil.
No, it's Pill.
You just took you just took the pinky off of Zook's arm.
I'm saying, oh my God, we are missing it. We're missing it. It's happening. They're doing the magic.
Right. So let's get this fucking show on the road. Pick that fucking lock.
It's so
Sacre bleu. I know. This shit is bad for us.
It's very quiet. This is not. Fuck it, I'm going to do it. She's gonna attempt to pick the lock with the pinky.
All right. You are not using thieves' tools, so you cannot apply your proficiency to this sleight of hand check.
Okay.
I was gonna say, is she proficient in fingers?
How many times has this had to happen?
Right?
You never know.
How long does it take before you're proficient with something?
I'm gonna have to hold on.
I would
to
like
this
you to roll
forever.
me a sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
Oh shit. Okay. Please. Oh, that's not ideal.
Okay.
That's a number, all right.
Is Foundry doing proficient? Like when it says like for Cubs, when it says +1, +2, is that +1 because of what his wisdom is, +2
your
because proficiency?
Last proficiency, and then your yeah,
Your modifier.
your modifier, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. On a 12, you attempt to kind of reach around, holding the finger kind of in an awkward angle. Your hands are probably just the right size to kind of get a good kind of a good angle on trying to open or kind of like manipulate something in front of the lock. You attempt to put the pinky in and kind of move it in a way that would manipulate the simple kind of mechanism that is inside of here. But the pinky does not fit.
Bro, your fingers are too fat.
Hey, been there before, I guess. Cookie jars. All right, is it my turn?
Okay. Here, take your pinky back. I don't want this.
Sure. All right. Zook is like, okay, now here's the real fucking show, and he'll drop down like he's gonna do a windmill, like he's breakdancing, and then in that instance, since he's got a little bit of heat to himself, he will summon his echo on the other side of the cell, and then with summoning the echo.
So, I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Good. Go ahead.
See Prism Stone handcuffs.
Dude, that'd be sick.
You were not wearing your armor. It's been taken off of you.
Oh no.
Well. Oh shit! They fucking stripped me. Well, kinda. Well, shit.
Fucking poses in here.
Damn. You've been here before, huh? Can't get it done.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We're trapped now. Fuck.
Oh,
What the fuck do we do?
I don't know. Your finger was supposed to work, but you have fat fingers for some reason. Out of everything you
What?
customize on that arm, you give yourself
Hey,
fat
it's made to
fingers?
scale. It's made to match my other hand. I don't want to have like a smaller hand on one side. I'll be all uneven and lopsided. I'm uneven as it is right now. I'm all right.
And
Wow.
she disguises a smirk at the joke with a scowl.
Thank you. I entertain myself. Okay, what if we just... Oh, there's nothing?
Your
Shit,
voices,
shit.
even though you're speaking hushed, are kind of echoing a little bit through the room.
Oh.
We gotta think. We gotta think.
Is there anything else in the room that kind of, like, in the cell with us that might suffice? Maybe is thinner, a little piece of metal, a little bone, anything?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Another one.
Okay.
Butamus.
On a 22, you kind of pushing various dirt aside on the floor. Maybe there's like a small bedding of like rotten hay, moldy hay that's on the ground, and in it you see the little light that's coming into this room from kind of like a drain hole, maybe that's coming in through the side of your cell. You see a white reflection off the ground. You kind of move away the hay and you find maybe a 3 or 4 inch piece of bone that's been kind of shattered or kind of like splintered along the long edge.
Voila. This is perfect.
All right. Let's
Round
get out of
two.
here now.
Okay.
You know that it would be it is fragile.
Mhm.
But if you hold it at the right angle, you think you should be able to use this to get the gate unlocked.
No pressure
Okay.
pill.
No pressure at
Since it is
all.
at
Pressure.
a weird angle, kind of from
Yeah.
behind the gate, there's going to be another sleight of hand check at disadvantage, and the difficulty check that you have to make is a 15.
Okay.
Nat
Come
one,
on.
nat one, nat.
No.
We had a natural 20.
That was a natural
I
20.
know.
there.
That's unfortunate.
A 13 unfortunately doesn't make it.
Hope you guys have backup characters. You're locked in prison for the whole campaign. I don't know what to tell you. I just.
Zeke, I don't think we're getting out of here right now. And we're going to miss the magic show.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. That guy ain't come back yet. I think he might be part of this fucking magic show we're hearing above us. This
There's
is
so
not
many
fucking normal.
distracted people. It's so upsetting.
I'm sorry, Pill, that you ain't gonna see all the fancy people, but we are fucked. We are fucked. F-U-C-K, fucked.
It's true.
Shit. Okay, there's gotta be something in this fucking room. Maybe, dude, fuck this. You wanna just start banging on this fucking cell wall? See if this will knock over?
You want to
I'm
knock
trying
over
anything.
an underground cell?
It could be
You want to
something. I
bring
mean,
people down underground.
how bad do these cell walls look?
They are like hand-hewn cobblestone. So they are large kind of bricks of kind of like different shapes that have been kind of set in here. You think, well, unless you have like a particular idea of of
What about the
architecture.
like the jail doors themselves? Like is that like iron?
Yeah, so
What's
it'd be
that
like
iron
wrought
look
iron.
like? Is it rotten?
Wrought being the type of iron, but it's just kind of like
Okay.
hand hammered. It's thick, but it's not particularly like any high strength steel that would be used on a train per se.
Okay. Fuck it. Should we try to bend the fucking bars? See if we just pull on some snaps?
Be my guest.
Okay.
Happy
All right.
to watch.
Zook will walk up and he'll grab a bar and see if he can pull on and see what happens. Just he's scrambling. I'm
You
guessing
go
just a
up and
strength check.
grab the bars. Yes, give me a
Yeah.
strength check.
Okay.
Woo.
19.
On a 19, you grab the bars and you start shaking. The sound echoes throughout the entire room, booming almost. And it continues to shake, barely budging, but you feel something moving a little bit. Maybe the holes that the bars are set into above you into the ceiling are a little wider than they are on the floor, and you kind of feel it kind of banging around, and then you hear a little dust fall, but it does not budge.
Fuck. Well. Damn.
Wrap it up. You're trapped.
We got done in. I'm sorry, Pill. I'm sorry you came to help me.
And as you guys continue to try and think of how to find your way out of the cell, we'll go back to Dromire, where this mouth has now begun to speak, and you hear this booming voice echoing throughout the chamber. Greetings, all, and welcome to the first of many events in the Grand Festival. My name is Cornelius Bounds. I'm the head of Melodor and Trees College and the interim dean of the Royal University of Arcana. Today, you will witness magic that will change the foundations of our world and has the potential to revolutionize what it means to have borders. I ask all who are witnessing to keep an open mind. And after the initial demonstration, the portals will be open to use for the day. You kind of hear people talking, like, portals. Like, what does he mean? Kind of whispering as he kind of says that. I ask all the helpers to prepare for the demonstration. And you see the mouth on the mannequin kind of go back into the wood, and it kind of goes flat again. And he, in Boltar, steps off the stage and kind of preens, or what's the word? Primps?
Adjust.
Primps and preens.
Yeah.
Kind of like fixing his tie, kind of pulling his suit up, and then kind of fixing his gown. And he walks over to the circle, waiting for the people around him to give him the okay. Back in Dromire, who is looking at the magic circle in the center?
So as soon as he started speaking, I would assume that, and we can confirm, like a glance between Felix and Soliel is like her escape from the table. I would step forward. Thank you, ma'am, for helping my lady read her future life, existence, death is what I heard. We are going to view the presentation. I do appreciate your service. Do you take pay for this sort of thing, or are you...
For you, 2 gold pieces.
Very well. And he reaches into like a coin purse, like tied to his belt, pulls out 2 gold pieces and puts them in her hand gently, and then holds out his hand for Soliel to lift her off the chair before guiding her to the front. We cannot miss the presentation, or else your father would have abandoned this for nothing.
She'll follow behind him, but give a cursory glance over at Guruga.
And
Oh,
where-
she's not.
Where is money in this character
yeah.
sheet? Is there an inventory thing separate
Inventory.
from...
Inventory.
It's an inventory.
Yeah.
It's
It's at the
inventory,
top.
yeah. Would Gruga kind of put the, be back in 10 minutes sign up and go watch the demonstration?
Yeah, absolutely. But she wouldn't even mind to put a sign up. She would just walk away.
Sure.
And she would
Sure.
probably be in the back more, just watching in between the people, not getting too close.
Okay. Those in Dromire who are proficient with arcana, I would like you to roll me an arcana check.
Treat me like a baby. Does that count as me?
If you have a dot next to Arcana, which is increasing the roll for it in your skills, so acrobatics, animal handling, Arcana, if that is filled in, or if you hover over it, it'll say proficient or not proficient. There you go.
I'm also not proficient. I thought I was.
Hey, Drew, are you proficient?
Am I?
Nah, man, no,
Cool.
no, no.
That's nobody, AJ, in Dromir.
Nobody in Dromir.
I don't think any of
Okay.
the 4 of us are proficient in Arcana.
All right.
I can give it a
I'm
shot.
Proficient in a lot of other things.
Same.
Not that.
That's totally fine. That is the magic of a world that is not magical. yet.
Magicless.
Okay. So as the crowd starts to gather around in Dromire, people looking, kind of, people have probably gotten up onto this tiered level of where parliamentary seats are usually set up. Dino, is there anything specific you are doing?
Have I heard anyone talking about this guy, like at all?
Roll me a perception check.
Do it public this time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that was so close.
Dang
it.
You
I
have
haven't heard
not
shit.
heard anyone speaking about this person or the companies that they are associated with.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Wait, did you step away or I don't know what we're holding for? I think he stepped away. Okay. Back in Boltar. Dr. Emberock.
Is that what it says
What is
on
it
the-
that you
Every time.
Oh. Pause for a second. AJ, is L's class intentionally listed on the graphics as not the class that L is? Did you tell Professor the wrong class?
I probably told him before it changed, and then I
Okay,
didn't
cool.
tell him
I'll have
after
him
it
updated
changed.
for next week.
Yeah. All right. So we'll go back to Drew real quick. So you have not heard anyone talking about this person in particular. You do know what they look like. So would you, probably going back to your vantage point at the top of this kind of tiered seating area, would you like to kind of do a glance over the crowd to try and scope up out where this person is?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check with advantage.
Sick.
$18.
Damn.
I just had to check on that. Rolls are rough. But with an 18, you do a glance over the entire inner sanctum. It's much easier to kind of figure out where people are and who exactly is who when people aren't moving around and actively trying to go places, since they're all kind of like paying attention to the speaking mannequin, or what was just the speaking mannequin. On an 18, you don't see the person you're looking for.
Guy's
However-
fucking invisible. Where's he at?
However, you recognize someone he's related to, specifically his daughter. You see Soleil Dawnstrider standing probably somewhere in between where the card readings happened and where the demonstration is taking place.
Okay, I'll just keep watching from there because, like, I don't know, maybe she's gonna like go back. Like,
all right,
yeah.
Go back to Boltar, where Cornelius has stepped up to this arcane circle on the ground. I won't have you roll perception here because you don't need to, because there's enough people kind of looking around the arcane circle, kind of paying attention to things. Cornelius, kind of again preening his shirt and fixing his gown, kind of steps onto the circle, being mindful of where his feet are falling, to mind where the chalk has been laid on the ground. He finds his way to the middle. He takes a deep breath. And you hear him say words that only Colvis would know. Simultaneously, in Dromire and in Boltar Keep, you see the runes extending out from his feet begin to light up. They continue to extend, and that light kind of washes out to the edge of the arcane circle, where the brightness and intensity of it almost rebounds, and you kind of see this flow of energy coming from the center out to the edges and then bouncing back towards the center. You see, as runes, specifically runes that Colvis would know, were chalk and ink that's been laden with ground jewels, kind of float up off the ground, almost as if they're on a piece of paper. They kind of float up and they start to spin in place. One goes up, the next across from him, another. And the anxiety builds as there's a slight delay before the fourth one comes up, the fifth, and then the sixth. These 6 runes around him, Dr. Amberrock, you would know are the sort of address, one might say, of how to link this arcane circle with another. These runes begin to spin around him, and they kind of stretch to where they are almost impossibly thin and see-through, and almost turn into what almost looks like when you're looking at the bright blue sky and you see little flecks, little stars dancing in your vision. You see as this happens faster and faster, and you begin to see from the top of his head dust start to appear and flow off in the wind. It gets further and further down, and you realize what you would be expecting, Dr. Amberrock. The dematerialization of the subject in this teleportation circle. The almost scan line continues down his face to his neck, dust forming the whole time as it blows in the wind, and then a few feet away, just outside of the circle, completely disappears. There's almost a hesitancy the magic seems to have, and then in an instant, a snap. It completely goes, that scan line, to the ground. He is completely turned to dust. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
All right, I'm good at these.
Sorry, an
As we've
arcana
learned.
check.
Arcana?
An arcana.
Whatever.
Oh,
Okay, so a
so
2,
close.
a 10. A 10.
It would be a 10?
It would be a 10. I have a +8 to arcana.
Okay. So, you would know that on the sending side of this teleportation circle, there's no way to know if it worked.
I'll
Did the beginning of the spell. Seemed to do what it was supposed to. But you don't know if he's arrived yet.
he like did the line goes all the way to the bottom, he disappears. I'm gonna immediately turn to Vinny and go, we might have just killed the head professor.
Indromeyer.
Vinny just a wide eye? Is that?
There's entirely a possibility he's dead right now.
Indromeyer,
What?
you see a similar dance of arcane and the runes rising and circling, turning into little white flecks dancing around the center. And you feel a well or a wash of energy kind of come over you. And that is where we will take a break.
Okay.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Wahoo!
It's only been 2 hours, guys, and I feel like we've been here for a lifetime.
All right. You return just after the disintegration of Dr. Cornelius Bounds. And sorry, my cat. Get out of here. You're ruining everything.
I'll put you in a teleportation circle in a second.
No.
Yeah, so after the spell seems to have completed on the side of Boltar Keep, a wave of silence takes over the crowd. And on Dromire, or in Dromire, you don't feel this wave of silence, but you feel this wave of energy, almost this pulse, as there's a hesitation, a stillness to the air. And you see, almost exactly as reversed as he was disintegrating. He forms from the feet up, the bits and small pieces of dust coming together, forming his figure as it reaches the top. And you maybe see one little dust particle find its way back to him. And the spell turns off. The light dies down. And the runes that were floating in the air and turned into these kind of sparkles dissipate. You see those in Dromire, a man standing in the center. You see him wait a few seconds, perfectly still. And then he takes a deep breath, and you hear a vibration of the air coming out. Then you see him activate a spell, and his voice booms through the hall. Hello, everyone. Well, it seems like it worked. Kind of looks down at his fingers. Oh, 1 second, and he pulls out another scroll and kind of uses his hands and sends it off. And in Boltar, you see a similar mannequin that's been set up. And you see from the wood, the flat wood, spring forth a mouth.
Oh, thank God.
What?
Hello,
You
everyone,
didn't
back
kill him.
in Boltar. I've made it safely to Dromire.
You didn't kill him. I like grab and shake his shoulders.
Like, yeah, like you see just a weight drop off. He's like, oh, thank God.
And you hear this kind of eruption through the mouth of people in Dromire. And after a second, because there's not really a confirmation, or he just disappeared in Boltar. After kind of hearing this echoing of the cheering through the mouth, the crowd there starts to realize, oh, he's in a different place. And they start to clap, and it grows louder. And people are starting to cheer. And the voice continues. What's up, Corey?
Were we on the Dromir side to have known exactly what was happening, or did a man just appear in front of us without any correlation and we have no idea he just came across the continent? Like, is there just a dude who just appeared in front of us and that's the demonstration and we're like, cool, what's going on? Like, what was that?
So
yeah, like, I don't know if we know
in
what...
his original speech, he would
Okay.
have explained what would be happening.
Okay, because I was a little confused when he was like, yeah, and the portals will be open all day. I was like, what portals? What are we talking about?
Sorry.
Okay.
So after that,
Cool, okay,
I have it written down. After people whispered, so just a bit of retcon. After people whispered portals, what is he talking about? He would have described the demonstration.
Okay,
saying,
cool.
I'm, using the spell will teleport over 10,000 kilometers from the capital of the Boltarian Empire to the capital of the Sturenian Kingdom.
Okay.
He says out of the mouth in Boltar and speaking with a booming voice in Dromire. Thank you. Kind of thanking the applause. We'll get reset over here and, well, people can start teleporting back and forth. It will take a little bit of time to reset up the spell again, but shouldn't be too long. And he kind of looks towards the other helpers that are kind of around the circle in Dromire. They're already kind of ready with like a bag of fine dust that is the crushed gems and chalk kind of mixed together. The noise of the crowd picks back up. Sorry, that was a little sudden. And as people go to start fixing or re-establishing the runes around the circle, I would say, what are the people in Dromire doing?
I need B to be here. So I will hold off on what I'm doing.
Group.
I also
here.
do.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, she's
Perfect.
here.
Sorry.
Did you hear all that, or did you have to step away?
I did. No, I did. Sorry.
Okay.
I heard all of it.
He would have
All
Felix
of
would
it.
have his arms crossed and like lean sort of down towards Soliel and be like, I don't know what your father's invitation consisted of, but do you have interest in being teleported 10,000 kilometers away?
I think she kind of frowns a little bit. And
What, you didn't
then-
like the show?
No, I did. I don't know what this means now.
I guess that is for you to determine, since your father decided this wasn't important enough for his station. He put it on you. Take some charge. Have some fun. Though I don't know if I could teleport with you simultaneously, so you might have to spend some time in another continent, or another country, sorry, by yourself. For like, however long that took.
I suppose. Yes, that's true, isn't it?
He like kind of gazes around the room, and I assume Gruga's easy to clock. Yeah. He like a quick like gaze around, catches her, doesn't like make eye contact or stare, but just catches her. You heard the lady. Why stay unchanging? Your choice. Just giving a little bit of encouragement if you needed it.
I'm going to glance around the room. Do I see like any other people potentially that I might know?
Surface level, you do. Just people that are other socialites, like kind of in your circle. Most of the people kind of on the ground level are just other nobles that have been invited to witness what's happened or witness this demonstration.
Is it strange that she's here with a bodyguard, or do other nobility down here all seem to have like guard-like figures with them? Okay.
Yeah, people have guards with them.
Okay. Yeah, she will glance up into the gallery, like up above in the various levels and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then to herself, just under her breath, would be like, I wonder if it'll be open to all of them as well.
Loud enough for me to hear?
Up to you.
Permission to roll a perception check?
Sure.
I don't know how discreet
15, I
we're
would
trying
say
to be.
you do hear it.
Okay. Do you want to move beyond the position your father put you in? And he's not looking directly at her, but staring at the circle that's being redrawn on the ground.
think she'll look over at the circle as well. And then do another quick glance around the room. And then she'll turn to him and be like, I'll be very far out of his reach.
And you could put on a show. The Dawnstrider daughter, the first to be teleported across the continent. Elegant. Your father couldn't deny it. What are they going to do? Go to him and say negative things? No. They'll praise him. He'd love it. And you'd be away. We'd be away. Why not? And if you don't like it out in another country, I mean, we've been there before, but we can just come back. Assuming they let me go after you. I am super curious whether or not... Is there enough space? Does it look like there's enough space for multiple people to be standing there? In the circle?
It's a 5-foot radius circle, so it's
Okay.
massive. Yeah.
Okay, so... I know nothing about the arcane. Yeah, no, I wonder if more than one person could go at the same time. Or, because he was all dust, if their dust would get all mixed together, and then they come out with different people's body parts.
Like they're fused?
Sort of. Oh, I wasn't thinking as one amalgamation. I was thinking of two separate, weirdly fused combinations of two people. Ooh, I do not like that. This is too new.
No.
Never mind. I take it back, one at a time. Let someone else try that.
Well, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. And she's going to start
I don't have enough time to write that down.
And then she's going to very slowly start wandering towards the professor.
Okay.
He stays a step behind.
Cat's like into something. 1 second.
Living his life.
You kind of hear someone like talking with Cornelius. And he said, before the booming voice spell ends, it should be exactly 50 minutes before we can teleport someone again. So, have fun, and then the spell ends.
Oh, I guess we get to have fun for a bit.
Mm.
Whatever your idea of fun is.
I haven't had fun in years. And then she's going...
Oh.
And then she'll like
Can't
turn
argue,
to
I've seen your life for the last few years.
and then she'll wander over and just like not interrupting whatever he's doing, but she'll place herself silently somewhere nearby and just wait to see if he'll be like talking to people or what have you.
Yeah, I mean, like I think immediately there would be like a crowd of people that kind of surround him, but not like a massive crowd, like maybe like 3 or 4 different groups. And he's like, just trying to entertain, like shaking people's hands, explaining, probably too much about the intricacies of the science behind what just happened, and it's just going way over people's heads. Effectively technobabble.
Milady,
Mm-hmm.
if you want, I can try to navigate my way over to him and entice him to give you a little bit of priority attention. As long as you can keep yourself safe without me for 30 seconds.
I think I'll be able to handle myself.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Good. He
In the
will...
background,
Oh, go for it.
just real quick. In the background, Gruga has like scurried to the front and is like looking at the dust very closely. She's not touching it, but she's looking at it and kind of like putting her hands over it, just like seeing if she can feel anything, if she can
Over
see
the
anything.
circle.
Yeah, over like the edge of it. But she doesn't have to do any rolls right now. This is just So progress for her while this is happening.
Yeah. You do put your hand over it. And you know, not touching it, but trying to see if there's any like residual energy, maybe a little bit of like static coming off of it. And I think you do. You do feel almost that kind of if you've ever like put your face next to like an old tube TV, like that kind of like pressure that comes off of it. And I will have you roll a perception check for me.
Sorry, Corey, not to cut you off.
No, you're
Didn't-
good. No, you're good. She would be doing her own thing during all this, so it's fine.
You said a perception check?
Yes. It rolled privately, so what was it?
Oh, I'm so sorry. 21.
You're good. All right.
Yeah, that's one of those things that I did the same thing with my health rolls, and AJ was like, I have no idea what your health's supposed to be, dude.
Okay. So on a 21, one of the helpers who has started to like lay the dust down. He goes, ma'am, you can't. Please step back behind the barrier, and you see someone. One of the figures kind of looking down. You see him look up, and he catches your eyes. He's wearing a full kind of mask, like bandages across his face. And as quick as he looks up, with kind of almost deep, reddish amber eyes, he looks back down and continues his work.
Gruga looks over at the person who was telling her to like back up, and she just gives him this horrible blank stare and uncomfortably just keeps staring at him, and she doesn't leave and doesn't move.
I mean, it's fine if you're here. It just, please don't touch anything.
I will not touch it. Fine. And she just continues to like feel over it, and then we can go back.
Sure. Quickly before you said what you're going to say, Corey, Drew, do you think you would have moved at all after spotting Solil?
Yes, I know her, right? Well, I know who they are.
Not personally, but you know who she is.
Okay. Is there anyone going around with like little sandwiches?
Of course, yeah.
It's random, but yeah. Okay, I'll go over. I'll pick one up and go
You
over
can't miss the little sandwich. I mean, I'm seriously.
Yeah.
So you
one of
walk
the best
over to
plates.
where Solil is?
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah,
would say
so I
this
would
is
say
probably
you
right as I
probably get
left
there-
her alone.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
And that's what I was hoping Drew would say. So you walk up to her right as Felix walks away. Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the list.
I'll wipe my mouth with the back of my hand. Hey, how you doing, Dino? Put my hand out, handshake.
Yes.
I'll do one of these.
They'll look up and down. You've been getting that all
Yeah.
night, Drew. So
Is that
Okay,
water?
I
Did
get it.
All
he
day.
just bring you watermelon?
Yeah, she'll look him up and down and then put her hand out politely for him to like, I guess do whatever he wants to do with it, but that's what she's been told, so. And then she'll just be like, charmed.
Did you see that? They just made a guy out of dust.
I did.
That's crazy. I've never seen that before. Hey, I know this is sudden. I'm looking for someone, and I think you might know him.
Oh,
Yeah, Marius.
oh,
I think you might know him. I got a little bit of business to do with him.
Really?
Nothing bad. Nothing bad. Just wanted a little business opportunity.
What kind of business opportunity?
We work in the same kind of markets. I have a little bit of expertise. We could work some things out. You know.
Right. Yes, well, he is my father,
Right.
but I feel like maybe you already knew that.
I did. But I can't find him. I'm not that good. I'm not good at that kind of stuff.
Locating people?
Yeah, I'm kind of short.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a short man in a tall world.
She'll kind of be like, okay, do you want me to put in a word for you, Mr.
Mr.
Dino?
Bosco.
Bosco?
Yes.
And
You
if
could just tell me where he's at. I could go talk to him, save a little bit of time.
No, he's at home,
Oh.
and I'm here.
Yeah, just let him know I'm looking for him.
Who do you work for?
Just me. Just me.
A lone contractor.
Yeah.
But you have business with my father.
Yeah, I feel like I could work with him, pull some strings. Maybe we could help each other out.
Right. She'll reach into a pocket that's like hidden on her dress, and she will pull out a small little notebook and a little pencil, and then she will hand them both over to him and be like, put your name in there, along with whatever business it is that you wish to attend to with my father, and I will get it to him swiftly.
I will write down whatever I'm trying to think of. Hand it back. Thank you. Thank you. I'll make my way. I'll just wander off.
She'll just eyes boring into the back of his head as he walks away.
Okay.
I'm
I
going
would
to
say
pick
at
up the
this
piece of paper.
time-
Can I unfold it and look at it?
Sure. Yeah.
Does it say? It
What
just
is
says his
the-
name in that. And what does it say?
Yeah. What does it say, Drew?
I have no idea. Just my name. Like literally just my name.
Dino
She'll just
Bosco
raise a
looking
brow.
for you.
Looking for you.
Thanks. The food here was great, by the way.
Great sandwiches.
The mini sandwiches were quite
Mini
exquisite.
sandwiches were top notch.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Cream de la cream.
Show with the mustard, okay?
Yeah. There'll just be like a singular little stain at the very
All the
bottom
mustard is
corner.
in Dromir, which is why Vinny didn't get any with his pretzel.
Yeah, we took it off. The next war
She'll
will
just-
be over mustard.
Yeah. She'll fold it up and just put it back in her pocket and then continue to direct her attention towards wherever Felix is.
Sorry, did you say you were walking towards Felix?
Directing her attention
No,
Or you're
towards where
just her
Felix
attention.
is.
She's just looking at him.
okay. Yeah, Felix, you
So
Walk
my
up to-
intention was because he's got a crowd around him all trying to like listen to him, like explain things or get in with him. Felix is doing this thing where like he's picking off the crowd one by one in a way of like, Oh my gosh, did you see that? There was actually someone over there that says that they were part of creating this process. They're, that guy right there. And like trying to like direct people away and like slowly move people away. And as he gets closer to Cornelius,
Sure.
he like... Professor Cornelius! And he comes in with like as noble as he can. Have I... Sir, what an astonishing performance. Now, have you ever worked with the Dawnstrider family? One of the highest of nobility in the city of Dromir. The daughter, the prized daughter of the Dawnstrider family, she's right over there. You can't miss her, elegant as can be. Her name is Solil. She is very interested in being one of the first to travel across the continent, and it would be her utmost honor if you were to give her but a moment of your time.
Well, it's very nice to meet your acquaintance. And he kind of goes to shake your hand.
He like shakes it and then gives him like a tiny bow of like to be in the presence. He clasps his hand with the other one. To be in the presence of such an arcane master is my honor, my pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir. Just gassing him up.
Thank you. I've never actually been in Dromire.
Oh, then
personally,
this is
I mean, I've sent
treat for you, sir, to have the attention of one of the daughters of a noble in the city is quite the honor indeed. You wouldn't want to pass up this opportunity.
I mean, well, I mean, I've talked like with the emperor and stuff, but I've only ever seen this place in drawings. You know, the emperor and the king are
oh yes,
they're engaged.
Oh, very much. Yes, I do. I heavily support it in every way, shape, and form. I'm excited for it.
I don't know. Yeah.
You've created a link between their
hopefully
countries. It's like you have just married the kingdom and the empire. You are like a
that was
pastor.
the idea.
Have you seen it? Have you viewed it like this? That you are marrying these countries the way that those two men are marrying each other for love. It is magical. Much like the magic you performed today. Brings a tear in my eye.
Maybe I haven't specifically viewed it like that, but
you should.
What did you say your name was, son?
Oh, my name is Felix Calaverso. I'm a sworn protector of the daughter of the Dawnstrider family.
And you weren't scared by the demonstration?
No, scared? No, it's fascinating. Like a light show. And you came, like, I had some questions about if multiple people were in it at once, but that is something that can be addressed another time with people that are way smarter than me. I just need to know it works to make sure that
it's
she does
everyone
not
that
get
can
hurt.
fit in the circle.
But they won't, like, dust together?
He kind of thinks for a moment.
Motherfucker hasn't tested it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. I mean, the spell's been designed to.
Did we test that, AJ? No.
I think I would hope you understand for the safety of the lady who I am sworn to protect that I would have her go alone, so that may be experimented on another time.
I
he
mean,
looks around to the other
everything
people crowding
should
around.
work just
other
fine. I
people?
mean, the science and the math says, well, it takes 50 minutes to reset.
50 or 15?
50.
And how many of the people here today do you expect to transport back and forth? Do you have enough chalk for that?
Well, we have plenty of resources. I think. I mean, that's what I was told on this side. But
I'm just saying it could be a good
it,
show if you send the Lady Dawnstrider first.
I mean,
at least come meet her.
what about
You'll
two people?
understand.
What if she goes with one other person?
Oh, then it would be me. And he says that like stone cold, like serious. There is no other person. She will not be traveling to the Empire without her protector.
Sure, I didn't mean to say that she would be separate.
Of course not. And he immediately drops the seriousness.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check
Sure.
with advantage.
Okay.
Wow.
Sorry, I have to move the die away. Okay, 15. You know what? It's only 50 minutes, and it'll be open for the whole festival. Why not? Make a kind of spectacle out of it.
And
Just
if
you
you have
and-
not seen her, you will treat it as a spectacle. She is like an angel who will be turned to dust after the wizard who created the magic. It is a sign of respect to.
She's
to
not really
Dromir.
turned to dust. I mean,
Well-
it just kind of looks like that.
For my perspective, as someone who is not trained in the arcane, it is very much so like you appear from dust.
Oh, interesting to know that it looks the same on this side.
Hmm.
Only ever done it with kind of small objects. So, was it like a all at once? Like
You
all
sort
the,
of a
articles came together.
Yeah, you sort of like almost as if you were being raised from the ground, but except for the ground wasn't raising, your body was just being reformed slowly up and up and up until the tip at the top of your head, where a single dust just, and then you were here.
Right. Interesting. I mean, with smaller objects, it's pretty instant. So it just looks like it flashes away and appears. The dust appears at the location, but I guess there's some time delay between, the height. Maybe this.
Were we supposed to feel
have to be
something in
something
the
we-
crowd while it was happening?
I mean, just maybe a magical pulse of energy. It's
Yes.
it's a lot of
shakes the chest
energy
a
that
little
it
bit.
uses.
Interesting.
Good to know.
How does it feel for you in that moment? He
it felt like
without
nothing.
looking
It
reaches a
felt
hand
instant.
out to grab like a flute off of one of the tables or one of the platters that a servant walks by and hands it over to him. I'm sure it makes you thirsty.
Oh, sorry. I don't really drink. My heritage makes it so I can't really get drunk anyway. so-
Sure. Is this is alcoholic? Yeah. And he just hands it off to somebody else.
Well, I mean, it just kind of felt like instant. Like I said the final words of invoking the spell, and then I appeared here. Like not even
Oh,
like
you lost
I
time.
fell asleep or. Wow, how long did it take?
There was a good moment there where you were being like reconstructed, and if you were not you during the time in which you were being reconstructed, then that time in which you were not here, I don't know what things looked like on the other side, so I don't know how to give you this answer. But if you don't remember being deconstructed and reconstructed, and it just happened, then technically your deconstruction and reconstruction is lost time. Do you think if someone teleported
Suppose
over
maybe
and over
the-
and over again until the end of time, they could stay eternally young?
I mean, the circle creates a perfect copy of whatever entered it. So, I mean, maybe, but again, it takes time. So someone would have to like set up multiple circles and maybe like walk and like you would lose time.
Yeah.
like,
And
walking
he
between the
like puts a
circles.
hand around like his shoulders and slowly starts like leading him towards Soliel as they're talking because he's like acting
Sure.
engaged, has no fucking idea what this guy is saying, but is slowly leading him over to Soliel, just to get him in her presence.
Sure. And you do so. And we will all go back over to Boltar,
Okay, I'll be right back. Gotta let the dogs out.
where our jailbirds are still trying to break out. The calm that you heard earlier, the complete stillness in the air, you would have felt a pulse of power and then a few seconds later, cheering. And the rumble of crowd above you and the voices vibrating through the ground resumes.
All right, I mean, it's getting loud, so we could really try to fucking shake these bars. Maybe if I could bend it, you could start trying to. I mean, not to say I saw your figure or nothing, but I could try to bend the bar and you could fit through or something.
You want
I mean, it's got a little bit of space. I could pry.
You want me to help? To help you bend
Yeah.
these bars?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we bend them just enough, and then you fit through.
Why not?
Because I'm going to be honest. This is our window. It's loud again.
I agree. This is the aftermath of the whatever was going on up there, so
Yeah, I'm sorry you missed it.
it's okay. They are still distracted, I'm sure.
Right.
Plenty of pockets for me to get
That guy's
attention.
all right, right? Like the one who was screaming, no, no, no. Like, he ain't go to
Probably
like
not.
the gallows or nothing, right?
Probably not.
Fuck. Okay.
So it is paramount we get out. Now start to
Yep,
pull.
that's right. All right. Okay, I will pull. Is this, since she's helping, is this an advantage or just another normal roll?
Would you? That's up to you guys. Are you helping him, Pill, or
Yeah, I'm helping.
would you like to do your own roll?
Um,
Okay, so
Yeah.
sorry.
He seems to be the stronger one, so he should probably roll with the advantage.
Okay.
She got a little beef, but
Natural fucking 20.
please.
All right. You are pulling on the bar, and what is the setup here? Who, like, you're holding onto the door, and then is Pill like also holding onto that, or are they holding onto like your shoulders and also pulling?
I just grab around my hips and I'm just gonna put my like he's gonna be across the bars, so like his right leg is gonna be on the other bar across from it, and both his hands are gonna be pulling from the one to get like max leverage, and then yeah, she's pulling on him.
Yeah, I'll pull the opposite direction, the one his feet are on.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'd be grunting.
You
yeah. Veins
you
are popping
pull
out.
and
He's
you
just
pull
fucking giving it his all.
and you keep pulling, and you hear the creaking of metal slightly.
Oh, we're there.
And then all of a sudden, you go flying backwards. I don't know why I'm still talking to Cornelius' voice here.
Yeah.
You go flying
brother, you were
backwards.
flying.
As your arm pops out of the socket.
Shit. Oh fuck.
Bill, since you are the one behind, you take.
Oh,
Or go ahead
shit.
and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Dex saving? Okay. Pretty good.
Take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
As he kind of lands on you, his only elbow left over, kind of like going into your ribs. You look up, and your arm is still attached to the bar that you were pulling on, and the bar is broken and pulled away, giving you enough room to try and pick the lock without disadvantage.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
Sorry for
me.
landing on you. Sorry, you all right?
Okay. This time we are getting this.
Yeah, no.
And
Shit.
she's gonna try and pick the lock again with that little.
Mhm.
Just be
piece of
careful,
boat.
because the bar's broken, so I don't want you to cut your fucking arm open doing this. Okay.
I'm focused. Another sleight of hand.
Yes, please.
Okay. Please.
Oh my
Okay.
27.
Okay.
You fit your arm through, and you have more motion now to kind of figure out where you're kind of moving the bone pick that you have. You find a little lever that has a little bit of movement. You push on it, and you hear a click. Solid chunk. Do you try actuating the kind of lever that would move the bars up and down?
To open the door, or
Mhm.
yes.
You kind of pull like this little kind of like turn, and the bars, there's one bar going to the top and one going to the bottom, and they chunk into and click into the lockbox. And the door swings open.
Beeline to that chest.
Oh, you are
my god.
fucking good with it. Oh my
Give me
god.
my shit back.
He's plugging in his arm.
Let's
Oh,
go get
you
your
are the
pinky.
best, Bill. Yes. Oh yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
And I guess Pill just starts like re-equipping all the stuff. She hikes up the skirt. She's got secret pants under there. She's putting the revolver back where it is on the inside of her leg. She's got the daggers and the coat again. Just everything.
Yeah, you don all of your armor again. You get all of your items back, and all the spell scrolls that you had. Zook, you click your arm back on. You get your finger, your pinky back attached,
reattached,
and you start attaching the plates of armor back to your arm.
Sick. Okay, all right.
and then he'll pick up his weird like shark jaw kind of chakra looking thing and he'll cinch it to his waist.
Okay. I don't want to go through that door where that guy got pulled out. Is there anywhere else you think we could go?
Does it look like there are any other exits or entrances to this place? Or is that the only one?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh.
Can I also look too?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna need to.
That's a nat 20.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
So standing kind of in the middle of this hall now, you can actually start to look around and go past where in the cell you were before, right? And there's maybe 3 cells from the one you were in, and then halls that go in 2 separate directions. The far end of the room is a dead end, but there are 2 doors, not including the one, the
guy got
one
dragged
by
through.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So left or right.
Okay. I love gambling. I feel lucky today.
You are gambling now?
Yeah. You know what? Let's go left. You know, I'm already right-handed, so let's just go left. You never know what's
know
the
what
door
to
number
say.
left.
You're right.
What did I say? Okay,
The
all
right-
right.
the-
Okay.
The right oppresses and the left liberates. Let's go.
That is right. The left does liberate.
Based.
That is right.
Based.
It's like righty tighty, lefty loosey.
I'll go first.
And then Zook will
Yes, you lead.
open the door and peer his head out.
Yeah. So you open the door. I forget. I won't play a sound. Couldn't find it. It is completely dark. You have dark vision, though, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Tiefling squad.
Yeah. You look out. There's no light, so you just see in gray tones. You see a hall that kind of goes forward and then turns off to the side. So it's just a hall. And it turns to the right.
All right. It's just a hall down this way. I mean, we could just run for it now.
Down this hallway,
Fuck.
we have no idea what is on the other side of.
Yeah.
Should we go check the other door? Maybe put our ear to it?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's check the other door too. Is
Okay,
it bad? I'm
cool.
curious where that guy got dragged through.
I'm also very curious, but I do not want to meet the same fate.
Yeah, but he's not me. I think I could just see in there.
Eh,
Right? We're free now, right? We ain't gonna see the same fate. He saw that fate because he's tied up.
You can peer through the keyhole, perhaps?
All right. Okay. You want to check this door and I'll run down and peer through?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Phil, you and I were always on the wrong side of the coin, but today we're lined up. He starts jogging over.
She gives him like a pained smile, like.
You try and peer through the keyhole.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You kind of put your hand up against the door and you like move your eye. You try moving your eye around. You think that maybe you're just like not lining up the hole correctly. But I won't even have you roll for it. It's just a piece of metal in there, so you can't see through it.
Okay. I gotta open it. And he'll pull it open. He's just gonna poke his head in one more time.
All right. You poke your head in, and you see another room of cells. So it's kind of identical to the room that you're currently in. Of like 6.
Are there people in
there? Roll me a perception check.
10.
With a 10, you don't notice anyone in there. Where like in here, you kind of like hear people coughing and like milling about, and like some, I'm sure there's like some babbling of people like being like, "Take me with you, take me with you." That's not, you don't see that at all in the other room.
It's completely empty. All right. Shit. He'll turn to the guys locked up. What's y'all locked up for?
Just petty theft.
Hey. Okay, same side, brother. Okay. As long as y'all ain't real fucking scoundrels, you're good by my books. But just remember my fucking name, okay? I am Zook. Gonna be the greatest pirate y'all ever seen.
Phil rolls her eyes.
Okay, Luffy.
Shit, is there keys or is he just gotta smash locks?
There are the only keys that you know of are on the guard.
If you insist on saving these people, at least let me try the lock.
Yes, Phil. All right. This is how a cruise starts. Let's do it.
Since she has her thieves tools now, does she get to roll with advantage?
Not with advantage, but with proficiency.
I see. How do I do that? Does it already just
I think
apply?
it was already on it. I was just taking off. Yeah, I was just taking
I
off.
see.
The,
okay. Gotcha. Rolling.
13.
It's the same as I think.
I would still say that is enough. That you are full in control of it, in control of the situation. You have your actual tools. You're able to pry put the pry bar in and click it open.
Okay, move. Let's go. We have to get out of here now.
The guy says, shit, kind of looks around as if he has any belongings. I don't have anything. All right, let's go. I'm pretty sure the only way out, well, it's kind of like a maze down here. But, back through where my friend got dragged.
Oh, that was your friend?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't too much of a friend, just a person that I kind of, we drank together a couple times, and it was his idea to.
I won't offer you any condolence.
Like I'm sure he can handle his own. I mean, it's just petty crime, right? So it's like I don't think they're hanging us for this, right?
She just kind of like looks at him, just eyebrow up. We should leave.
All right. So where are you guys going? Are you going to go towards the door where the guard was coming from, or into the hallway that you don't know where it leads?
It seems the guy was indicating that the only way out he knows of is through that door.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's kind of all we got.
Yes, because the hallway of mystery and darkness, not really vibing.
Right. Yeah. Not, but a sense of adventure. But let's just go. Let's just get, path of least resistance.
All right, we'll try the door.
Okay. So you walk over to the door where the guard came out of, and where the conversation behind it was at. There is some light coming from the crack of the door underneath. How do you go about opening this door?
Well, if we try to look through the keyhole, it looks like it's just a piece of metal.
Yeah.
So it's probably locked. We'll try to pick it.
Well, it's not necessarily locked. Like the
Oh,
other door was open. It's just the make of the, like, there's no completely through keyhole.
Yeah, it's
I
yeah.
see.
Blocks off.
Okay. Well, then maybe first put an ear to the door. Kind of listen. Do we hear anybody on the other side?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay, I try.
You got this. Hey. All right.
You put your ear to the door.
That works.
And you try and listen. With your ear up against the door, the rumble of the crowd is even louder.
Ooh.
And you figure just because it's connected to the structure of where you're
Yeah.
in, and that crowd, it must be only a few feet above you.
Oh my god.
You don't hear anyone behind it, or at least you can't make anything out.
Okay. Then she'll try to open the door. Is it locked?
It is not locked. You open the door, and light floods into the room. It kind of blinds you a little bit. But as your eyes quickly adjust, you see a hallway. You look to the left. It extends out until it gets a little dark, past where you can see. And you look to the right, and you see that it extends out into an opening, like an open room. It looks like, just from where you're standing, there's like tables, maybe like piled furniture, different things like that. The room is unlit, but it's just within view of what you can see with your dark vision.
So the hallway, you're saying it goes two directions, and one of them.
Yeah, so it splits. So
hallway
you open
and
the
the
door,
other door.
it's just a wall, and then you can go left or right.
I see. All right, compatriot of no name. Do you remember which way you came from?
You see him kind of thinking for a second. He kind of looks down. I actually don't remember being put in the cell. I think I was
Knocked you
unconscious
out
or
too?
something.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, hey, like that saying you said, Pill. Left is towards liberation. So
The left liberates.
I'll just take it.
Oh, she'll follow
All right.
suit.
As you guys continue down the left side of this hallway, walking further, it seems like it goes on for a while. And as you guys are walking, we'll go 10 feet above to where Dr. Amberok and Vinny have just witnessed or just had the confirmation that the spell worked. What would you guys possibly be doing?
Oh my fucking god, he's not dead.
Oh, dude, I didn't really understand what you meant by what could go wrong, but I'm so glad this did not go as wrong as you thought it could.
Well, you need to probably
Hey, let's
we set the
The runes.
How many times are we doing this?
Until the festival ends.
Like a week.
A week.
A
week.
A week?
A week.
Man, you should make like a stencil out of cardboard, you know, and just like drop chalk through it.
You think for a second.
He stops and
Dr.
like,
Undrock.
yeah, he's like, he like thinks.
It's like, wait a minute, how has no one thought of that before?
Literally making perfect
And then I go-
stencils
and
of
then I go,
every single rune.
No, they have to be like super precise. Like they have nah.
Well,
that's
yeah,
no-
if you make it once, it's super precise every time.
no, like the jewel dust has to be in a specific pattern. Like it has, everything has
The
to
way
be,
that it gets laid down on the ground. Like from
you've taken my intro.
like literally the
intro class.
direction of it matters.
Yeah, you've taken my intro to like magic classes.
No,
you
no,
know that.
I understand.
Even the way
Professor,
that you
I'm sorry, I'm
write the
sorry.
runes. And
I'm sorry, Professor. You know, I'm not trying to like cheat the system. I just thought like maybe it'd be easier for like this like resetting purpose we're doing here, you know?
What I'm saying is once you can 3D print
I like
runes.
to talk. I like to talk.
Yeah, but they work almost like brush strokes.
Yeah.
So the stroke.
Yeah.
It's like sand art
As
instead of
the
like
Strokes do matter.
yeah.
And different strokes for
Vinny-
different folks, you know?
Vinny's
Different strokes for
definitely gonna
different
go to his room and like cut out some runes and like practice like dropping all of it in different.
There are people like resetting on our side, right? Already. Like I technically don't have to go, or is that my job?
They are resetting, but they're doing it in a different way than the outbound.
first one.
So it has to be set up differently for the receiving
For
and set up differently for
oh.
the sending.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys have not discovered how to make a permanent teleportation circle yet.
Interesting. It's not
Gotcha.
just 50 minutes. It's an hour and 40 minutes for someone from your side to go to the other side, because someone from the other side is going to go to your side in that first 50-minute interval. Portals are open for everyone. So if they're doing an outbound and inbound, right? And they did outbound from Baltor, is that Boltar?
Yeah,
and then they're doing
Boltar, yeah.
inbound from Dromir, and then they're going to do outbound from Boltar again. That means it's the next time someone's leaving Boltar is an hour and 40 minutes after the first person left.
Yes.
And then it's like you're waiting 50 minutes to watch. So it's not, okay, everyone, we're going to wait 50 minutes and then the next person can go. It's, okay, everyone, you're going to wait 50 minutes, then someone's going to come here and then another 50 minutes and then someone can go. So people are probably going to get bored real quick.
Yes.
Well, that's why there's festivities.
That's why there's a whole festival happening.
Yeah.
And why I tried to get Soliel
That's why
up
they have
there first.
entertainers
That's why
like-
I'm trying
like
to get her
Roga.
in there first. Let's get us over there.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, are you guys trying to come here or are we trying to go there?
Are you saying
Well, I
that
think
to
that's
him?
why there's 4 and 4 split between the two.
Are you saying that to him or are you saying that above table?
I don't know. It's just a question, I guess. Whoever wants to answer.
Are you saying it in character to Cubby's character, or are you saying it to us as players?
No, you guys above the table.
Oh, okay. In an act to one from an RP perspective, be like, hey, let's, we don't want to sit here all fucking
Let's do
day,
this.
especially if your dad didn't want to be here in the first place, and you're not one for festivities. Let's get you over there because that at least seems fucking cool. And two, from an out of character perspective, hey, let's get everyone in the same space, see what happens.
Oh, shit,
And I was
dude.
thinking of going there, but that's an hour and 40 minutes from now.
Maybe this is just a campaign where we're splitting the party the entire time.
Depends what you guys do.
I mean,
Ruga's
I'm gonna say at a
not
certain
stepping
point,
foot in that portal.
yeah, there's that too. Well, the thing is we'll see what happens. There's RP for it. We'll see what happens. Something's gonna go wrong.
Hopefully not.
Well, hey, it might not be with your stuff, but something go wrong some other way.
Yikes.
Anyways, continue.
All right. Do you guys? Is there anything that you guys would be doing? Clovis, you are not like on shift at the moment, so you're only on the outbound team. You're not on the inbound team.
Gotcha.
Um,
I do not. So
I-
I only have outbound runes. I don't have inbound runes.
As far as what you have on you, yeah.
Right. That's what I mean. Okay. Cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Clovis would do. He's not very much. I mean, he just studies. That's what he does. Yeah, we'll walk around the festivities, explore. What is there to do in this festival, AJ?
So purely in the square of the college, there's a few booths set up for like food and drink. Maybe like an info booth talking about magic, trying to recruit people into the school. And generally different magical demonstrations happening of spells that are much more easier to prepare and cast than teleportation circle. Yeah, you know that you don't want to go too far away though.
Right, because they're gonna need.
You do need to
in 45 minutes. Yeah, I guess we would just walk around. Probably go to the grab more food, more booze.
You want to play a game or something? They got some games. Do they have games?
Are you asking me if I want to play games, or are you trying to subtly hint that you want to play games?
I think we should both try ourselves at a game.
All right, let's go play some games, Vinny.
Yes.
And
All
we'll,
right,
we'll find some festive games.
As you guys go off to play some games, they probably have some lawn games set up, like a croquette.
They have a bunch of jars set up in fucking
Croquet?
hot ring tosses.
Yeah.
They have croquet set up.
Croquet, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually said that word out loud. So
I don't think I've said it out loud either. I just say hammer game.
You're 1 second away from bocce
hammer
ball.
game with the ball.
Yeah.
As you guys are doing that, and as our friends in the abandoned jail are trying to find their way out, we'll go back over to Dromeyer, where Felix has started to lead Cornelius Bounds over to Solil.
And here she
Solil.
is, Professor Cornelius, Lady Solil Dunstrider of the Dunstrider family of Dromir. And milady, and he goes to bow and then remembers that not 20 minutes before she said don't do that. And he stiffens and then goes, Milady Solil, Professor Cornelius. And he just steps around and behind her.
He's pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss. What you said?
Dunstrider?
Solil Dawnstrider.
Yes. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. I understand that you want to be the next first person through. I mean, you want to be the first person because that was me coming this way, but at least the second person to head back through and go to Boltar Keep. Have you been to Boltar Keep?
Would our travels have led us there at
Yes.
some point?
Yeah.
At least once. Yeah.
Okay.
By boat.
A long time ago.
Probably not when Felix was.
Yeah,
around,
so for her,
This
yes.
was before your time.
Yeah. A very long time ago. It's been a while since I have been back.
Well, then surely you should remember how long the travel would have been, and well, hopefully you're amazed by the what we've accomplished here, because it is instant. Well, nearly instant, I've been told, but instant.
I told him
Yes.
that.
She'll look over her shoulder and then nod. How long have you been working on this?
Oh, well, let's see now. I mean, we published a paper about teleportation maths, like sometime last year, and we got our first test working during the winter that just passed. So just about a year and a half, I'd say.
Seems a very short time.
Well, yeah, but it builds on decades of previous research that people have done. The teleportation paper was just adding on to a couple theoretical things that had happened in the past. There was a paper published by the previous head of the college, Han Tharvak. She published an original paper theorizing that teleportation was possible. Wow, maybe about a decade ago. And yeah, we continued that work. And I had the pleasure of leading the research group and leading the lab that really focused in on completing what we have here. So yeah, it's quite exciting.
Yes, it is. I know perhaps I'm not as educated on this subject as a lot of other people, but I've seen you come through. Is it possible to send an entire group? Do you know the limits of that yet?
Well, so theoretically, everything contained within the circle, even the air, from what we've tested, should go through and appear on the other side. So theoretically, as many people as we can fit in the circle, as long as you keep all your hands and feet inside, should go through. I don't really know what would happen if, like, it got, someone had their hand outside and the thing teleported, and I don't even want to think about it. Well, let's just make sure it doesn't happen, right?
Yes. I suppose that there will be all sorts of safety things put in place to make sure that nothing terrible happens.
You kind of see him like take a deep breath. He's like, "Oh shit, I didn't think about this." We'll make sure the helpers are, keeping everyone in the cylinder above the circle. All parts are in. We'll probably make sure that there's like a bit of a gap between whoever, so you can't really stand up right to the edge. Trust me, it's perfectly safe. We've tested it on smaller scales, but
I would be careful of the temperament of the group of people in which you put inside this circle. All it takes is one rowdy push, and someone's top half is removed from their bottom. I would not squeeze as many people as possible, is what I'm suggesting.
Right. I completely agree. You're completely correct with that. I mean, I'd have to do the math. Theoretically, there is some contingency built in about finding the whole form of an organic shape. And so if something was outside of it and partially inside, the spell should preferentially choose if the majority of the organic shape is within the circle, to extend that the immediate area to also bring that across. But again, we haven't completely tested it. This is completely new magic, as I said earlier during my speech.
Who was the one who discovered it?
Discovered teleportation.
Yes. Or the magical component of it, at least.
Well, how much do you know about the history of magic in general?
Some. But not enough to be, I suppose, more educated than most. Just from what I've read from books.
Well, the original idea it came from the evocation side of magics. So as I said, Han Thavark, she was instrumental in the creation and discovery of spells and ritual casting. She originally published a theoretical paper showing that under the correct conditions, energy can be moved to two places and then exchanged back into matter. And that's kind of the basis underneath the science that's happening here, or at least what we think is happening. Is that the matter on one side is turned to energy, and that energy is transmitted like a message spell over to the other circle, and then it's rebuilt from energy to mass. And so that core concept again was discovered by Han Tharvak, actually putting it together and figuring out how to take these two parts and split them across. So you're not just sending something in one direction, right? You're not just moving energy in one place. Well, that would be me, my research team over the past couple of years.
That's incredible. Terrifying, but incredible.
Thank you.
Yes.
Magic can be a little scary. Trust me. Trust me, I know.
You've seen some things firsthand, I'm sure.
Just some mishaps in the lab. People trying or incorrectly writing the runes. Even just a small, change can have a drastic effect that, is pretty detrimental and unpredictable. So that's why we have, and he looks over to the helpers. That's why we have, 4 people on each team who are trained specifically and putting the runes down that they know, and making sure things are perfect. Yeah.
I see. She'll turn to Felix and then kind of like think about something but then not say anything, and then she'll turn back and go, so I heard that this is going to be an ongoing thing, but it's only for how long, you said? This transportation portal, how long will it be open?
We're planning to run it for the whole festival, so to the end of the week. But we'll probably only operate it a couple times today, at least until the sun goes down. Give people some rest.
She'll look around the room. Is Gruger still over at the circle?
Yes,
Yeah,
she totally is. She's been trying to see if she can hear what's being said because she's interested about it as well, but she's not joining the group.
Right. Okay. She will then probably cast a cursory glance around and then turn back to him and say, is there a possibility at all that somebody could potentially sabotage this portal so that if you went one way, you couldn't come back.
I mean, well, theoretically, but I mean, all of our helpers are vetted. They're all from the University of Arcana. They came over here to prep this specifically. So there would need to be some significant change. Well, but I mean, I wouldn't really worry about not coming back over. I mean, likely the spell just wouldn't work at all, or and he's kind of hesitates a little bit, or like we're working with energy, right? So just kind of maybe not exactly an explosion, but but I assure you, everyone working on the portal, I mean the teleportation circle, is vetted. They're part of the arcane university. They are people that I personally worked with, and so you're in good hands.
What say you, my lady?
With that,
You want to take a risk?
Yeah. So with that, she'll reach forward and put both of her hands out to take his if he wants to do that. Doesn't have to. But
To Cornelius?
yeah. But she would, if he did, she'd just take both of his hands like very, very gently.
Yeah, I'd say he'd kind of like hesitate a little bit, maybe like kind of wipe his hands on his shirt, and like put his hands in yours.
I think that she would just kind of very like smile ever so slightly, but it's like a very polite one. And she'd be like, "You've done very good work here. And I do look forward to whatever it is that you decide to do next. And if it would be all right with you, then I would be more than graciously honored to be the next to go through."
I mean, sure. I mean, we kind of already decided. Our your friend here, Felix.
He's just
he already
beaming
kinda
as he's
convinced me of-
mentioned. Just
So yeah, I would be delighted to have you come through, or be the second person.
the first ones to go
to use
that
the
way.
teleportation circle. That's true. The first ones to go back to Biltar, for sure.
I think she'll look around now and then kind of glance around and be like, "When was the last time that you were here?"
But I've never been here personally. I've only seen drawings. So it's pretty cool. The ceiling goes up really high. I didn't really expect that from the drawings that I've seen.
It does.
Yeah.
I don't suppose that you want to go around and meet a few people.
I need to get some water, maybe eat something. I was kind of nervous to have like anything in my stomach during, the teleportation. So I appreciate the offer. He kind of pulls out a pocket watch. Pocket watch. Probably about another 30 minutes now, so not too long. I'll meet you back here. Does that sound good?
Of course. Take your time.
All right. Again, pleased to meet your acquaintance. And he kind of like thinks for a second about like if you should bow or not, and does like a weird like half like head bow.
She'll just like
and then
nod her, like bow her head, and then
yeah. So he kind of starts moving in a different direction.
You're really good at putting on a face. Better than you
I'm
probably
practiced.
think. Well, your practice is sitting in the corner and looking the way your father wants you to look. It is still relatively new that you're made to present yourself in a certain way. I've just seen both sides of you. It's refreshing. Are you
She'll
actually
just
excited?
nod slowly. I feel more apprehensive, but I am very, very curious.
You're not planning on... He looks around and leans in. Sabotaging this so that we can't come back. That was a very specific question.
She'll turn to just deadpan. No.
If you were, I wouldn't. Choose your words wisely. I would support my lady in her decision making, as that is my job. There's other ways to not come back, though.
No, I need to come back.
I know.
That's all.
I have to be the one who gives the ideas that everything doesn't have to be prim and perfect, and your job is to be like, no, everything has to be prim and perfect, and then I go, okay. So, at least I give you the option.
Right.
I'm going to break through this wall eventually, I swear. And he turns away and starts just looking around, being protective in the way that a bodyguard should, being aware.
Sure. I say we pan slightly over to Groga.
Yes.
What are you doing as you continue to... You've just kind of eavesdropped on this conversation. You're still kind of looking at the helpers kind of lay the chalk down.
Mm-hmm.
What are
She
you
is
thinking
going...
you're doing?
Yeah, so Gruga is wondering if this portal creates a sort of in between. So she's gonna put her ear close to the dust and see if she can hear any whispers or anything that might make her feel like there's some sort of in between the portals.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. Meh.
13. You try your best to examine the portal, or the teleportation circle, as it is in a deactivated state. That kind of pulse or energy that you were feeling off of it when you initially went to hover your hand over it is slowly kind of dissipating. This is magic that you have never particularly encountered before. It doesn't smell, it doesn't hear, or sound like anything that would be similar to the in-between.
Gruga is starting to lose interest. So she's gonna go back to her table and start giving readings as she needs to make some money.
Okay. Would you do a personal reading before you do have people come over? And if so, would you like to do that reading?
If that is a hint, then yes. I don't believe that she would do a personal reading out again in when she hasn't seen the first one come to pass.
Sure. Okay, that's totally fine. All right. So you go back. You notion to people to come over again. You resume readings for people.
Mhm.
We can go back to Dino, who
Hey.
has just spoken to Solil and is. What are you doing after?
I'm still looking around, man.
Okay.
This guy's
Are you
this
looking
guy's
for anything in
sneaky one.
particular?
Just
Well, you know
more
he's not
sandwiches.
here.
No,
You know.
no. I was wait. Okay, so I know for a fact he's here, right? Like I was told he was here.
You were told he has an invite.
Ah, okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm just walking around wondering why the hell I'm here. Because his daughter just told me, well, he's not here. He's at home. So I'm just like kind of giving up on it. I'm keeping an eye out, obviously, but I don't know where he's at.
Sure. You're just trying to
Do I
make
see anything at
best of the
all?
moment,
Hear
reading.
anything at all?
So if he's down here with the noble folk now, right? And he's like, are you,
Yeah.
Drew, would you say you're actively like looking around, or are you like being discreet about your looking around? Like, are you, everyone else seems
I'm
to
being
be
discreet. I'm talking with some people, you
Okay.
know, just like introducing myself.
I
I
just
don't
wanted
know
to know
these
how
people at all,
out of
really.
place you appeared in like not caring about the actual presentation, but like kind of zipping around. If it's not suspicious, then it's not
I'm just
suspicious.
mingling.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just mingling with everyone.
Yeah. Unless you like specifically heard him, you probably wouldn't like
No.
be able to pick him out of the group as
That's
like
fine. All I wanted to know if he was actively looking and not
Yeah.
giving a crap about everything else. But if he's blending in, he's blending in. How? I mean, are dwarves a common thing like
Alright.
at this in the nobility as well? Like, is it all
Yeah,
sorts of everything is all around? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
got it.
All right. So I would say with everyone doing their different tasks, with the two jailbirds making their way through the mines underneath, or not the mines, the maze underneath of
maze.
Melador and trees.
Yeah.
I yearn for the mines.
I yearn for the mine, with Dr. Emberock and Vinny kind of playing some lawn games before Colvis has to go back and continue his job. Felix and Solil probably just waiting around and doing what you were doing before you even got the reading. Groga continuing her readings for various nobles coming up, making a pretty penny off of that.
Oh, good.
I'd say we skip forward a few minutes till the portal. Sorry, I keep saying portal. It's not a portal.
Teleportation circle.
Yeah, it's not even a Freudian slip. It has nothing to do with portals.
No.
The teleportation circle is ready.
Mhm.
Duke and Pill, you are still trying to find your way out of the jail underneath. You've looped back maybe 3 times on the hallways that you're in, and you feel like you've checked every door. You know that's not possible, though. There can't be... Surely there can't be, something like hidden or like... There were people that came from this direction, and you know that.
Yeah.
But you've doubled back a couple times. You're trying to find your way out. But you can't. Vinny and Colvis, you make your way back over to kind of like that faculty area, where you're kind of waiting, or at least Colvis is waiting with the other people who are going to jump in right after the.
Yeah, I was like, can I be near the teleportation circle then?
Yeah. So you're kind of like ready to like start immediately as they come through, so that there's basically no downtime between the next, or this teleportation and the next one. Back in Dromire, Solil and Felix are waiting by the circle. Dr. Cornelius, or Professor Cornelius, approaches, and he kind of walks up to you guys, checking his pocket watch, not looking at you when he speaks. Looks like it's about time, and it's like peering over one of your guys' shoulders, kind of looking at the circle. It looks like our assistants have got on everything set up. The last rune's been laid down, so would you like me to come with you, or do you want to just go by yourselves?
She'll glance to Felix.
The type of glance that he's allowed to
And,
speak, or the type of glance that...
That type that he's allowed to speak.
Okay. You haven't been able to experience Dromir. You've only seen this room. And you've been talking and talking about how you haven't been here and you've only seen portraits and paintings. Stay. Enjoy. Your assistants, you can mediate. Maybe you'll get breaks, knowing you trust them. Go explore the city, the festival on this side of things. You're going to be able to go back and forth all week. Take a load off. You're successful.
I suppose so. Yeah, I hadn't really planned what I was going to do after. I mean, we don't have any classes going on, so I do have administration things to handle. But I mean, nothing for the rest of. You know what? You're right. You guys go. I'll be here and facilitating this side of things. I'm sure I'll be a happy face for people from Boltar to see.
His face goes super serious, but in a way that like Solio would know, like this is his joking serious. But he goes, "Is there a message you'd like to send to the other side? Let me be the bearer."
I mean, I could just cast a message spell.
How often can you do that
Sending, I
mannequin thing?
suppose.
That was crazy. How many times? Because as I'm aware, in my brief knowledge, magic is finite in resources, and you would have to have more.
Yeah, I have this, and he like pulls a little kind of satchel up, and I just have a bunch of scrolls that I just have prepared.
Well, that is neat. Never mind. Forget the message. We'll go with nothing.
All right. Well, I wish you two luck. Just don't really like try and move your feet too much. There is like a pretty large space for you to stand, like in the center. But we don't want to disrupt any of the runes that we laid down. So yeah, I mean, other than that, keep your hands and feet inside of the ride at all times. Have you guys been on a roller coaster yet? That shit's fun. Do they have them here?
I have not been on a roller coaster. Milady?
No.
Yeah. Well, there's a little town just south of Biltar. Kind of like they have like a big pier that goes out into the ocean, or into the sea at least. And they have a bunch of amusement rides and different things. They even have this like escalator that like, or at least is what they're calling it, like these stairs, these moving stairs that bring you up. It's pretty cool. Not as cool as magic, but pretty cool nonetheless.
I would be excited to see it. We will have to find a guide.
Yeah. All right.
Felix steps towards, because you said it's like on a little bit of a raised platform, or is it just on the ground?
The circle's just on the stone ground.
Okay. He like very like almost cartoon villain with a money sack, like lifts his leg really high and over the runes so that he doesn't step on it, gets to the inside and then like holds out a hand to like guide her over it as well. And I lead her to stand in the center, both of us facing out towards the crowd, and I lean in and I go, Make it the show. Leave your father something to hear about.
I think that she'll look at him, and then I think, oh, you know what? I think that she'll just very quietly look downwards, and then she'll probably, would she? Yeah. She'll look over around in the crowd and see if she can spot Dino.
Go ahead and
He's
roll me a
still
perception
lingering
check.
around somewhere.
Dino, are you particularly being evasive?
No.
Okay.
Bro's just
I'd
eating
say
sandwiches
anything
and
above a
mingling.
10, you'd be able to spot him.
14.
Easy enough. You kind of look around and you spot him kind of a little bit of distance away, just kind of mingling, talking, grabbing sandwiches as they come by, micro pastries.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go like, I think that instead of like
You
yelling
did
out
tell
to
Dino
him,
you
I
were going to
think that-
deliver the message to your dad, and now we're up in the teleportation circle about to cross the continent, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Felix has no idea.
So, yeah. So, well, now you're about to find out. She's going to pull the note out, and then, with her eyes still on Dino, hand it over to him, to Felix to look at.
He grabs and opens it, and it says, Dino Bosco was looking for you? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Just his name, I think.
When did you get this?
When you were over there talking to Cornelius.
I leave you for but a moment. And he folds it, puts it in he just slips it into the breast pocket of his vest underneath his coat, and goes, is this something we need to be worried about? Looking straight ahead, like not
I don't know.
looking down at you. Well,
She'll just like nod, like her head very subtly in his direction.
is it enough that I can know who she's like nodding towards? Okay.
Yeah. And then she'll be like, he says that he's looking for my father. Was disappointed that he didn't find him here.
And does he know your father is just loafing at home because he thought this wasn't worth his time?
I told him.
Then he can find him himself. It's not like your home is hard to find.
No. I wonder if is there any chance at all that he Dino was looking over in this direction? Or is he just like well and truly in conversation?
Dino, you
I think
watching
that's
us in
up
the
to
teleportation circle?
Drew. Is he kind of looking around?
Oh, I'm looking around. It's not like I'm like super tied into a conversation at all.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, you would eventually kind of look towards the teleportation circle, and you would see Salil and Felix.
I think she'll motion him over with a finger. Whether or not he decides to come over is up to him.
Sure, I'll go over there. I'll cut off the conversation. Whatever conversation I had, I'll just walk away. not say anything. I'll just walk off.
Power move.
Right.
Fucking aura.
I got stuff to do. See ya. Yeah. She's going to, summon him over, and then when he's close enough, she'll say, I'm going to be heading out for a while, but if you need desperately to get in touch with my father.
Can I interrupt you?
Yes.
As you're mid-conversation, as Dino walks over and listening to you speak, Cornelius kind of comes up from behind. He's not stepping in the circle. He's like, shit, I forgot. Someone needs to say the incantation, so just say, he says the incantation. Words that you do not understand.
Okay.
Words that you haven't heard before. And suddenly,
Oh,
Him saying it counted
gone.
from the
See light.
outside, motherfucker.
we're gone.
you see light
Hey, Dino.
appear from under your feet. And he goes, well, I guess you could say it from the outside. That's fine. Well, have a good trip, guys.
As it's right as it's starting and the light shines beneath us, Felix would nervously grab her hand and squeeze it and whisper forward to her please stay close to me. And then it would start.
Yeah. The room has sort of gone silent again. Are you going to try and say what you were trying to say to Dino in these final few seconds before?
No, after Felix says that to her, I think that's probably when she just shuts her mouth and she's like, all right, doesn't say anything, but just looks at Felix, and then I suppose it can just start happening.
Yeah,
Would
so you just
Dino
grabbed her
do
hand.
anything?
I just look down and be like, what the?
Are you just staying where you are?
Yeah.
You're sprinting at us? Come on,
Okay.
do it.
No, I'm going.
Running!
All right. As the light turns on, similarly, you see on both sides, so those in Bolter also see this, the light in the center of the circle appears, it washes out to the edge, and then rebounds back in until the light is constant. The runes, 6 runes around, begin to raise up off the ground again, spinning in place, continuously one after the other, across from each other, until one in Dromire raises up, but not all of it comes with.
Oh, we're fucked.
Oh no.
We're fucked.
Sick. It was nice knowing you.
The rune, or partial rune, starts to vibrate in the air, glitching almost. Different than the rest of the runes, which are floating and calmly spinning. You see Culvis. Wait,
Cornelius.
shit.
What do you mean shit? What do you
guys,
mean shit? And he's
come
like,
on, step out. Just come on, step out of the portal.
Do we?
I mean, teleportation circle.
Felix grabs her in a way that's we gotta go fast and I can't be delicate with you right now kind of way. He picks her up to then sprint out of the circle.
You pick her up. You start sprinting out of the circle. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Can it be acrobatics? No, it'll be athletics.
I cannot. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's fine. It's a flat 13.
Don't matter.
The number I was looking for was a 15.
Shit, I have a +0. This is nothing.
Get
You
out.
did. You did.
What a strong boy.
It did matter.
So then I pick her up, and the farthest I get is the edge of the rune circle.
Yep.
Fuck.
You get just to the edge. You're still inside, but you get just to the edge before the runes activate. They turn into the sparkles and stars spiraling around the circle, and you are frozen in place. Gravityless. You don't think. You can't see, can't hear. You're not conscious at this moment. You begin, the fibers of your being start tearing apart. As those still outside of the circle see the whole all of the stars start vibrating. And they grow. They grow outside of the circle. And it starts encompassing people.
Oh no.
Cornelius, it's like, what the fuck is happening? Just confused until he's enveloped by this sphere. And he freezes.
God.
It continues to grow, and the
This is
same
how you get 4
is
people over to
happening in
the other. God. Oh, fuck! It's happening to you guys too.
Bruh.
Uh-huh.
Same is happening in Boltar.
Is it expanding down?
It's expanding in a sphere.
Oh, it's gonna get the jail.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh no.
Bro.
Oh no.
Dr. Ambrock, you're probably the first to realize that something's wrong. The
100%.
runes look fine on your side, but
Mhm.
the specks that are, you don't really have a name for them yet. Your research group hasn't figured out what to call them,
Yeah.
but the things that kind of control and figure out where all the dust particles go, they're growing outside of the circle. You've never seen this. And you see the people, the helpers standing near the circle, freeze, as if they were in the circle. What would you do?
I'm like looking at it. I'm like, that's not.
Bye, Drew.
That's not. Bye, Drew. That's. I pull out the clipboard that has the thing, and I start writing. I'm like, gradually expand it, and doesn't finish because it gets to him. It's
Yep.
like,
So it expands
What's happening?
over you
Yeah, dude.
and
they'll
expands
start coming as they
over
run.
Vinny.
Oh,
One more time?
dude.
So if Zook and Pill are running through the maze, are they seeing it come behind them like it's like a chasing wall?
I would say that you see it come from in front of you. You're probably going back towards a hallway that's underneath. And you see these specks, just these specks. That's all it looks like. Just a wall of white specks come forward. Who would be in front?
Zook would. If he saw it coming, he'd push Pill backwards. He'd like count it even, and he'd like shove her, and then just kind of let it envelop him.
I would say you have no idea what this is. Like, you don't even know that it's
Did it just look
necessarily
like
magic.
someone shook dust off of something, and it's just
Oh
like
yeah, just like
glittering
someone
down.
shook dust.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, then
that's
he'll
it.
just try
It's
to
just
catch it in
glowing
his
dust.
hand. He's like, "What the fuck is this?"
So you stop still.
Yeah,
And you
What
let the
the
dust come
fuck?
towards you.
yeah.
Yeah, you completely freeze. Pill probably just
Coming
going
around
into
the
the back
shoulder,
of you.
What are you like? What the fuck you did?
You guys are frozen in the
Phil comes
collision of
over you
her
and
face
freezes
into the
as well.
back of your back.
Smushed.
On the surface, outside,
Planted.
once people kind of start realizing what's happening, they're running. They're stampeding over each other. They're trying to get out, especially in the square college, trying to get out through little tiny doors that lead out, little archways that lead out into the rest of the keep. They're trying to squeeze through, and the circle, the sphere, encompasses them. Similar thing happening in Dromire. People realizing, probably all the non-nobles above, would realize all the nobles have frozen. And they start running, trying to get out, before the sphere encompasses them. And all of you are completely unconscious. You have no sense. It encompasses Groga too, just to and Dino, even though he left.
Yes.
And Groga, I would say, as you, before the this wall of specs come across you, you pull a card for the current reading you're doing, and it's a card that you saw earlier. It is the moth card, representing ending.
Uh-huh.
Before you freeze, as it's held in your hand, all of you, in an instant, feel some sort of pulse through your mind, some flash. You feel you're not quite sure what it is. Some blip in consciousness. And before you wake up and regain consciousness, or even if that's what happens, that's where we will pick up next time.
Oh, God.
Dude, we're all
The
dead.
biggest cliffhanger.
I know, bandage-faced,
Yeah.
red-eye guy did it. It was him.
Dude, we're all dead
I
already.
also took the same note.
I don't know who bandage-faced,
Motherfucker,
red-eye
this is
guy
why.
is,
This
but that
is
motherfucker was
why.
the... Whoa.
Motherfucker, I was
Dang it.
been saying who's gonna sabotage the circle, man.
Yeah, you did. I did initially take that as you being like, if I fuck up the circle, will I just go over there and not be able to come back?
That's what I took it as too. I was like, whoa.
I was like,
she's
damn,
a
is she
real
gonna...
runaway.
Whew, okay.
Yeah. I was like, holy.
Yeah.
Man, I'm
Hell
too much.
yeah.
I could do it.
Great first session!
What a wonderful session.
Oh yeah.
That was great.
AJ, crazy world, what the fuck?
Amazing AJ.
I was kind of wondering how you were going to get us all in one place. Now I know. Now,
It was,
now I
hey, it was either
understand.
this or
Well, we
yeah,
think
every
we
hour and
know.
40 for the
No.
next like 10 hours. You
We-
guys are slowly going one side to the other, but then you keep fucking up who's where and
Yeah.
Cornelius is like, hey,
Ooh,
why
excellent.
are these
Ending is
people
something
going
out of
back and
hand.
forth?
Diabolical. Loved it.
Through the
I-
entire college.
That was awesome.
It's so interesting,
Whoa.
like having questions in my own head that my character would never ask.
The entire
Like
Yeah.
I wanted to be like,
I've already
you asked him
theorized.
like, okay, well, how long is this going to go on for? And he when he's like, yeah, we're going to do it for a week. Felix was like, me as a player was like, okay, and what are you going to do with teleportation circle magic after the fact? What do you mean you're only doing this for a week?
I wanted to ask
Like,
that
what are
too.
we?
I was
Where are you
like,
going to
oh,
go
wait.
I was
with
thinking
it?
about that
You
too.
know, like, how is this going to be utilized? Who are
was
you
is that-
selling it to? What are we? What? You can't just be like, yeah, we're going to do it for the public for a week for fun, and then what?
Yeah,
Science
dude,
That's
is
crazy,
so
and then
crazy.
what?
Well, that is so sciencey. It's like,
Right?
we're just trying this out for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Dude,
and they opened it to the
literally, that's
public
why
after
we are
the
scientists.
first
Like,
test.
man,
Yeah.
The
This is
first human trial,
crazy.
and they immediately go, okay, public, come on in. Your turn.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Yeah,
why.
pretty much.
That's why he was so nervous.
This is why scientists have PR teams.
That was just crazy.
That's why they teach you
so
an
we were
ethics
basically
course.
being like, I'm into it. Kill me. Let's go.
Okay, well, for recording's sake,
I'm up for dying.
for recording's sake, I am going to wrap up the recording and probably wrap up my stream too because I've been live for 10 hours and send everyone on their way. Is everyone good for next week? We're all gonna be here next week. We're all sign off on
Yes.
next
Yeah,
week.
I think
Hell
so,
yeah.
Speaking of, I will make
Chats and recording. We'll talk
session.
to you guys later. It's a fantastic session. Even though AJ's the DM, he's still gonna have to do the thing.
Okay, bye.
There it is.
Bye.